Season 3, episode 16, if you can believe it.
16.
Helmets,
Ooh.
books, and other strange things. Through the Imperial blockade. Oh, that's weird. I wrote this wrong. But through the Imperial blockade, the crew went about exploring Mandalore. While Aaron and Io finally dealt with their feelings directly, Kilara reconnected with her dying father. However, everyone was surprised to find out that Yemla was on the planet searching for artifacts. Star Wars crawl up fate to space. And down planet.
What angle of a planet or ship are we seeing as we come out of the crawl?
You're actually coming.
Do we zoom in? Do we go to the left, the
It's
right,
coming
up, down?
down.
Okay.
You see Mandalore.
Yeah.
And then it's like a side wipe
Oh, immediately.
and we open. Well, before we get there, no, hold on. I gotta actually set up the things. We're doing our first unlock, everybody. Our first unlock.
I was into the story. I was like, oh shit.
It starts off with you. Our first unlock for this hour is called Mandalorian Gift Shop. You see,
Great.
I've done some themes throughout every time they go to a different planet. With that being said, light side tier 1 is some good old-fashioned Mandalorian tea. You gotta love that tea.
They do
Gotta
love tea.
love that tea. Light side tier 2 is a grappling line. If you remember, it's like kind of
Yes.
like Batman's like. It's like that. It's kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Link's hook shot.
Yeah.
Zelda.
I
Yeah.
wanted one of those
Yeah.
before.
Light side tier 3 is a force staff. If you remember, this is like what the honor guard at Duchess Satine's guys had. So it's like a force thing,
yeah.
but it also can block laser bolts. It's pretty dope.
It's pretty good.
Dark side tier 1, good old fashioned Mandalorian blaster. Not saying that anyone lost one per se, maybe in the last episode, but who knows? There's one there. Maybe it's
My mom
that
took
one.
it.
But it wouldn't be the same though, would it?
No.
No.
My mom took it.
That's very true.
Legitimately what happened.
Dark side
Captain.
tier 2 is retractable wrist blades. If you remember, these are the cool things that Jango
Yeah.
Fett has that like they're blades that come out of your wrist. You use them to like stop from falling into the ocean. Probably one of the only few cool parts of. Never mind.
Wrist
blades. Dark side tier 3, we've seen wrist lasers. What about a good old fashioned wrist rocket?
Oh.
So with that, those are our unlocks for the first hour. What will they find on Mandalore? I've been trying to give you guys rocket launchers for the longest time, and nobody wants it.
Nobody wants rocket
Nobody
launchers.
wants it. So with that, I'm going to start our first round. So we come down to Mandalore, we do the wipe. We are joined. We see Lyra and Herg as they have concluded their business with the Mandalorian, I guess, dockmaster. Originally, you were trying to sell the goods to them. It ended up being that the decision was to just give them to the Mandalorians. You have food and clothing and weapons because they are currently kind of blockaded by the Empire, so resources are limited. So after you concluded that deal, Herg and Lyra had received a call from Kilara saying, hey, we're at this bar. It was a crazy, ridiculous, long-sounding name bar. Don't worry.
What was that again?
It was just, you'll just find it because the easiest way to remember it's the glove. Go to the glove.
Glove.
The glove.
The glove of Darth Vader?
It's not really called
not
that. but
really
a lot
called
of
that.
All the
them were
neon
spelled
was
out.
out, and that was what was left.
Glove.
It was like
glove
all
of
these
Darth
signs,
Vader.
and then everything was like fizzled out, so just the glove of Darth Vader. It's pretty good. I was really holding on. I'm so proud of it.
Oh, you
I was
came
like,
up with that?
He was sitting on
He's
that for
really
weeks.
happy about it.
I'm very happy.
He would be proud of that. I assumed it was
Cutest.
a classic Joestar improv because he's very clever and smart and can make that
No,
up.
he challenged
Not
me.
in this show.
And not only did he challenge me, he also challenged me to have Triacules in it. And there, he's the
there.
bartender.
No.
He's the bartender.
Three-eyed bartender. So
good.
Yep. Yeah.
Also, actually, Palpatine's son.
Yeah. Yeah. We know.
Could have been worse.
Could have
been worse. Everybody.
Could have been worse.
We start off with Herg as you receive this message from Kilara being, come meet us at the club. However, Lyra is like, you go, I'll take care of myself. I need to go back to the ship and kind of organize the fact that now that we've concluded this deal, we need to give the goods over to them. I'm fine. Hazo's there. So go ahead and just meet Kilara. She seems like she needs you. And I'll be in touch. So you're now just kind of, you leave the dock area. You have the coordinates of where you need to go, and you're kind of roaming through, I guess, the streets of Mandalore. It's a very clean, pristine city. As you kind of were traveling in, it's one of the way
This
that
is Mandalore City.
Sindari.
Sindari is the name of the city.
The capital.
It's the capital.
The capital of Mandalore.
It is a
Thank you.
think.
Emma.
It's a dome. It's like a dome city.
Of course.
Because everything else around it and kind of like the wastelands is kind of desert and scorched. So there's a protective dome that covers the entire city, but there's still like a sense of weather, and it's not like it's you don't feel muggy of being like enclosed into a space. There's breezes and fans that are constantly making it, so you're feeling like you're walking around what would be a regular city, and you have the coordinates to where you need to go. Is there anything in particular that you want to do?
Things coming to mind, but one thing that Herb does think to himself is, boy, Lyra has gotten bad for me. Real bad. She needed to remove herself from the situation, from the temptation, if you will. And I don't blame her. So I will head straight to the glove.
The glove.
The glove. To meet with the captain and everyone else.
Go ahead and roll.
I missed you so much, friend.
Do your perception.
I need some dice. I have the app. I'll bust it out. I prefer my analog physical dice. Okay. So, setting this up, reminded that Star Wars is owned by Disney Lucasfilm.
So as you're walking, it's a pretty calm, peaceful day. Again, it seems like the whole planet is besieged or kind of under blockade, but overall, it doesn't seem like, besides an enhanced kind of military presence, not really getting the feeling that people are too particularly overwhelmed or have a sense that there's kind of impending doom. Hey, Ninja, you want to bring him these dice for me, please?
What am I rolling, Bert?
You're going to roll your perception. Do 3 difficulty.
Why is my perception so bad? Oh boy.
I don't know.
All right.
No, you're like,
You
you are light side, and there is nothing in the pool.
Is it linked to intelligence?
No, it's linked to cunning. Joe, it's cunning. But my cunning is still the same as my intelligence, which is 2. Why am I
So
I
is
need to
mine!
upgrade.
What is that?
I need to upgrade. All right, so I don't have any.
We'll talk about that after the show.
I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, just roll.
1 success, 1 threat.
Okay. So you're looking around. You see that in front of you, there seems to be, everyone is kind of avoiding this person that's in the middle of the street. This seems to be Duros, this kind of blue skin, kind of in these over outlandish robes and kind of like a sign, and he's just kind of doing these proclamations on the street. And everyone kind of gives him like a wide berth and going around. So that's what you see. He's kind of just talking about the greater good. He just keeps talking about the greater good, the greater good. And you're kind of focused on that when you feel something kind of almost after the fact, as if someone had just kind of touched you. But you look around and you see nothing.
I will turn around to see if I see someone as if they have just brushed against me.
Okay.
I quickly turn around. What do I see?
Do another perception check real quick.
Gladly. What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 2, because now you're on alert. You're looking around.
Okay. And nothing in the dark side, and I got a 2, I guess, like a no result, but 2 threats.
Okay. It's just a large crowd. You see that there's a group of military personnel that just walked past you. There's some kids that are running off, like right past you.
knew it.
There's what looks like a person in kind of, looks like maybe potentially like explorer, almost like safari gear, like as if he's maybe been out in like the desert or like outside, who's kind of walking off, but you don't really see anything that, it's all these possibilities, and nothing really sticks out to you in any way, shape, or form.
How far away is the person in the safari gear?
They're walking down the street. It's almost as if they had walked past you, and they're just kind of moving along their way.
Do they stick out? Or
Just
does everybody have sort of different types of clothing?
you rolled
2 threats.
2 threats, so no, nothing really about him sticks out to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll just keep going.
Okay, so you just decide whatever and keep going towards the glove.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
We're gonna wait. When you're inside the glove, Kilara,
Yes.
Io, Aaron. You're all there. You're all at kind of a table waiting when some drinks had arrived. At a certain point, a large Wookiee had arrived with a tray, and you realized quickly that he was holding, looked like a bowcaster, and a Trandoshan has kind of sat down and being very aggressive with you in regards to demanding where Caleb Seth, or as he also referred to him as Rochvado, is. And he starts to, you just hear the Wookiee. I'm sorry, my friend has a different point. Maybe we got off on the wrong start. Tell me, where is Caleb Seth? And he drops a bag of credits onto the table.
You can try to bribe us all you want, but I genuinely have no information for you.
Go and roll. Do your deception on this.
Great. What is the difficulty?
2 red,
Ugh.
3 purple.
Oh, God.
He's pretty sure that he's found the right people.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take that difficulty.
Sure.
Yeah, you should.
I'm real glad I leveled up deception. This doesn't look so terrible. 4 success, 1 threat.
Okay. He doesn't. You get the feeling that he's not going to press the issue because he scoops up the credits. But he just kind of doesn't leave and continues to stare at all of you.
Is there anything else we can help you with, or are you just going to continue to
Breathe on us.
sit here? Exactly.
Io,
Yes?
do me a favor. Can you roll your perception for me, please?
Perception.
I have a question. Are you actually the waiter?
The Wookiee just looks at you and like primes the bowcaster.
What am I rolling
fair.
against?
This is going to be 4 difficulty.
Is that it?
Yep.
Right, I'm rolling.
I mean, I can add more.
No, I'm good. I'm rolling. 3 successes, 2 disadvantages.
Okay. Okay, interesting. You see what looks like Trocules. He's kind of pointing off at your guys' table, and 6 Mandalorians get up, fully dressed in kind of. Actually looks like they had just kind of walked in, and they're all. He kind of just points towards your guys' table, and those 6 are moving towards your table. But it's kind of hard to make out because they come in, so you can make out the fact that they're Mandalorians and they're in armor.
And there's 6 of them.
There's 6 of them, but you can't kind of make out any sort of details of their disposition. You just know that they're moving in your direction.
In our direction. Okay. I push the bag of credits back towards Bosk. Is he the one
It's
that?
Bosk, yeah.
Okay. It's Bosk. Think you have your answers? We're done here, yes? We just left a hospital. I really don't feel like contracting any sort of disease right now, and they're really close.
Go and roll. Do your coercion on this.
Coercion. All right, what am I rolling against?
1 red,
Damn it.
2 purple.
Well, this will go well.
There's nothing in the dark side.
go
That's
well.
right. I forgot that she's dark side.
Oh,
also.
1 success, 1 disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So Bosch just kind of looks. You just see like his reptilian eyes squint. His like that kind of weird reptilian like other eye kind of just blinks for a moment. And you hear the Wookiee say something in Wookiee as he looks over. And at this point, the 6 Mandalorians have reached your table. And you hear through the kind of filtered voice of their helmet. Is there a problem here?
To us?
Or to them?
To them.
To them.
Oh.
Let me rephrase that. To you, towards them in regards to them.
Got it. Got it.
I mean, we seem to be faced with some overly forceful clientele. They wanted some information from us. We were unable to provide it, having no insight as to the information that they requested, and they were just leaving.
Okay. Roll for them. Io, do me a favor. Do
Yes.
another perception check.
Check.
They're closer.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it 3.
3. I am rolling, and 2 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. So at the sight of these 6 Mandalorians in the table, Bosk and the Wookiee next to him apparently just kind of are looking. You can just see that there's a little bit of kind of calculating the odds, and just as he just swoops up the bag of credits and kind of knocks over some of, like, whatever things that were already on the table, the Wookiee just kind of flips the tray that he was holding of drinks, and just as it splatters everywhere, but they walk out. They don't say anything, but you get the feeling that at this point, he's just looking at all of you and smelling all of you. And you remember back to, that was kind of what he was doing when, Kilara, you remember this at least, that distinctly this transition was very much about the scent when he was kind of chasing after Kayla von Groth, and then they leave. And the Mandalorians just kind of, we're so sorry about that. There's some difficult times here in Mandalore, and we're just trying to make it right. And
So it would seem.
as they kind of turn and walk away, he's left a data chip on the table. So he kind of like put a hand forward. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I think you dropped this. And he just slips you a thing. And as he turns and walks away, again, it was all happens in a matter of seconds.
Does he put it in my hand, or does he?
He just puts it on the table and kind of slides it over. And as he's walking away, again, now you're trying to remember any sort of details about what he was wearing, whatever. All you got that you can kind of see is that this band of Mandalorians are wearing, it's not unheard of for Mandalorians to wear cloaks or kind of capes
Right.
or shawls or whatever, but these seem to be extremely fancy. And they walk away.
Can I see the chip
Sure.
in front of me? Does anybody else see it?
Kilara and Aaron, do a perception check real quick.
Okay. Perception. What's the difficulty?
What's your sleight of hand? I'm sorry.
Skullduggery?
Skullduggery.
Sleight of hand.
Skullduggery.
Close
My
of magic?
skullduggery is...
No. Let me rephrase that.
Oh.
Io, what
Yes.
is your skullduggery rank?
My
Skills.
skullduggery rank.
You're going to use your skullduggery.
Oh, for
what
us
would
to
it be?
roll against.
Okay, I would roll 2 yellow, 1 green.
So it's going to be 2 red. You said 2 yellow, 2 green?
1 green.
So it's going to be 2 red, 1 purple for both of you.
2 red, 1 purple.
Yep.
Okay.
Io, we learned something.
Yes.
Mandalorian interruptions aren't always a bad thing.
Well,
Okay, go with me on this weirdness.
Oh, God. Okay.
1 for 2.
Okay, I got 1 failure,
Not so bad.
2 disadvantage,
That's okay.
and a triumph.
Yeah. Say that again, Emma.
For the people in the back.
Confusing.
Okay.
Yep,
1 failure,
Yep.
2 disadvantage, 1
and
triumph.
a triumph, yes.
And Aaron, what did you get?
I got a success and 2 disadvantages.
You saw that the Mandalorian slipped something to Io, but you can't make out what it was.
Game recognizes game. I'm not saying nothing.
Sure, yeah. Kilara, you were still maybe a little bit kind of taken in by the fact that all these kind of everything that
Right.
just happened. So you miss everything that goes on at the table,
Right.
but you do notice that Io was very tentatively looking at kind of them and what they were wearing.
Right.
But that's all you get.
Kalara, is it typical for Mandalorians to wear cloaks?
I mean, it's not unheard of.
Is it typical for Mandalorians to wear cloaks made out of crushed velvet?
That is certainly unusual. We're not really a fancy sort of folk, so to speak.
Oh, I know.
At this point, Herg, you reach the glove, and right kind of as you reach the glove, you see that like first the door opens and like you see a Triandoshan and a Wookiee kind of leave, and they're kind of heading off in one direction to the past you. No, if you're coming from the docks, yes, they're coming past you, right? And you're kind of taken aback as they just kind of assumed kind of all the space. And after a short minute, as you're kind of moving forward, you see the door opens up again, and 6 Mandalorians get out and they walk in the opposite direction. But you have reached the glove.
This must be the place. And then I walk inside.
Oh, I found it. So it's the glove by Often Dermoth von Dermock.
By Often Dermoth von Dermock? The glove by Often Dermock von Dermoth.
But like some of the sign
Sign
has
maintenance
like
hasn't been great.
yeah, it looks like the neon is like really
Kind
fake.
of a divey bar.
I can't read it. I mean, I don't
Choose not to
care to read
Choose
it.
not to. That's it.
It says the glove, I can see it there, of Dothmark. It's too long, whatever. The lights are up.
Yeah, really
So
bad.
It looks like it says the glove of the Darth Vader, and that's a mistake. So, I can read.
Yes.
Herc says to himself as he
Well.
walks inside.
That's good, man. I can read too. What can I get you? Triacules is the name. Serving drinks is the game. And you see that there's this three-eyed bartender that's there, like kind of like almost as right as you walk in. Just
You have 3 eyes.
yes.
What species are you?
Look, that's a very personal question. I can't
I
just
am a Togorian. I apologize. I have never met one of your kind.
Here's a Triclops.
go ahead and roll your charm. Yeah, use your charm. It doesn't make any sense. How can he be this? Never mind.
He's the black sheep of the family.
Palpatine fell in love with a 4-clops.
It makes sense.
Or
This
no, it would
makes
be
me
a
so angry.
6-clops. A lady with 6 eyes, and because they had a
6
mixed
times 2
species,
is
You get
three.
half of the
You
you
get
get
half.
half
Got half the
genetics.
eyes.
So wouldn't it
That's how it
technically
works.
be 4 then? Because it's 1 from him and then 3 from. Never mind.
no.
I feel like a 5-eyed being, maybe a 6-eyed being, because then that mixed with a 2-eyed being would then generate a 3-eyed being.
I feel like we're spending too
Yeah.
much
Is
time on
One
this.
smaller than the other 2 is one.
I think it's like right above it, a little bit smaller. Yeah. So it's like
fair
2
enough.
regular eyes and then 1 just like right up here.
Like a
Yeah.
TN. What am I rolling against?
3. Not 2.
Charm?
2.
Okay.
Charm 2.
2.
Triacules
Here we
is pretty good natured.
go. I will use my 1 ability.
Sure,
Heck
of
yeah.
course.
Here we go. Shit.
Oh.
1 failure, 1 advantage.
Man, look, honestly, it's a personal subject. I don't talk about it. I come from a weird family. I have a cousin who's got like 18 nipples. It's weird. Let's just
So
not
do
go.
I. Yes.
I guess that would make sense. That would make sense.
Yes. I miss my wife.
That sounds like you need a drink.
Yes, I'll have some blue milk, please.
It sounds like you need an alcoholic drink.
Spike it. Put some alcohol in my blue milk.
I like your style.
I like your style.
So Triacules, the 3-eyed bartender, makes you blue milk. A little it's like a white Russian blue milk.
A blue Russian.
Blue Russian.
And you see that at a table nearby is Kilara, Io, Aaron. Good.
And Corin.
And Corn. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
And Corn. Good old
He's
Corn.
there.
I need Herg to go ahead and roll one more time.
Oh.
What, pray tell, am I rolling? Pray tell.
Can you roll your... I'm going to either have you do your perception or your survival, whichever one you want to do better.
Most definitely survival.
Okay.
Here we go. What am I rolling against?
3.
Okay, I got nothing in the light side. I am the only light side character, correct?
No?
No.
All right. Sorry, I stole the ability to talk
cool.
to a bartender.
It's fine. I always roll very well.
I don't. I got a failure with 2 threats.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
So you just walk up to the table,
You die.
and you are completely oblivious to body language, maybe emotional states. You are just coming down to the table, sitting down.
I walk up very obliviously. I'm like, did you all see that Trandoshan? What was her problem? Am I right? And then I sit down, slide into the booth. She was mad about something, eh, Captain? How are you? It's good to see you, Captain.
I've been better, Herg. Quite honestly.
Captain is best Captain.
Did everything go okay
What?
with the deal?
Nailed it, yes. Lyra has a thing for me, so a little awkward. But I'll talk to her about it. I'll let her down easy. She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
Yeah, somehow I think she'll be fine.
Yes. What are we drinking? I just had a blue milk. It was good. Next round's on me. We didn't make any money on the deal, but next round's on me.
It'd be nice to maybe get to a first round. You're looking at most of it all over the table.
Oh. Wait, what happened here?
Well, the Trandoshan who you remarked seemed so angry as they
Yes.
were exiting the bar.
She was mad.
She got very angry at our drinks.
Yes, look, it's chipped. What happened? Look at that. The cup is chipped, Captain.
I can see that, Herg.
It sounds like you all had a night, quite a night.
It's the middle of
The
the
middle of the
day.
yeah.
It's night somewhere in the galaxy, am I right? I just grabbed this off of somebody else's table.
Literally. And he like looks over, sees you. Are you gonna have
Here,
it?
I'm 9 feet tall.
Welcome back, Hector.
Thank you.
I'm not entirely sure what happened, other than I do remember seeing that Trandoshan on Groth. He stole a lot of the money that we collected for, well, collecting the bounty on you and Lyra.
Wait, what? Are you all right? What just happened? Are you okay?
We're good.
Relatively speaking. Kalara, do you remember when we met
Yeah,
on Bakura?
given the nature of the two characters who were traveling with us for a short time when we first met, how could I forget?
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I was even all the way out there on Bakura to begin with is because I was after a job that was stolen from under my feet by Rashvado.
I've heard that name before.
Yes, just now.
No, before that. On Groth. There was a whole bunch of commotion about someone named Rashvado. And
Go ahead.
then,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and roll.
uh-huh.
Do your underworld
Great.
on this.
Dope. What is the difficulty?
3.
Did you hear what I thought he said?
He said,
I'm looking for the one you call Caleb, Seth.
Seth,
We know a Caleb.
immediately followed by, where is
Rashvado.
Rashvado? I'm taking 2 setbacks.
Sure.
Wait, we know a Caleb.
Yes.
Do they mean
1 success, 3 advantage.
the Caleb that we know?
You remember that on Groth, kind of people were saying the name, and
Yes.
also that he had come out of retirement, or he was back on the
That
scene.
he was back on the scene. That's what it was. On Groth. everyone was in an uproar because Rosh Vado had come out of retirement and was back on the scene hunting bounties again.
Then he's been in action for about a year at least. That is when I'm above game. That is when we met. Yes, about a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in some change.
Probably more than that
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, back in game. All right.
Unless after you lost out on the job to him, he went into a temporary retirement and then came back out of it only weeks ago when we were on Groth.
Dracules comes up with a tray of drinks. I am so sorry. I don't know how those guys got in here. They think it's a place you can just come in and rough up the place. So sorry. Drinks are on me. And he like kind of goes to like clean up some of the mess, and then he gives you all a new set of drinks.
All right.
So my question is, who is this Ranch Vado character everyone was talking about earlier?
Well, do I have to be the one to point it out?
No. From my understanding, it stands to reason.
It's Caleb.
What?
Wait, was that what you guys were just talking about? I stopped listening because the story wasn't about me.
Are you saying that Rashomon is Caleb?
Yes. Yes, Herg.
Yes. Or so we think anyway.
So this Ralph Bakshi that they wanted, he's Caleb. Our Caleb.
Our Caleb is a relative term.
I think that the person we know to be Caleb Seth is not exactly that. Unless the Rosh Vado is a pseudonym.
Or perhaps Caleb is a pseudonym and his real name is Ramadan.
Either way, it just gives him a little bit more of a bump of mystery, and that's why I always just, Caleb.
He is our friend, yes? But he did leave us.
I don't care who he is. Rosh Vado, Caleb Seth, or what he's done in the past.
Ramadan, Ralph Macchio. So many aliases.
For one man.
He's been there for us, for me anyway,
Yes.
plenty of times. I'm not going to write him off until I can confront him about this face to face. But right now, I think we have other things we need to worry about.
Captain, with that Transdoshan and the Wookiee walking around, we should have Cool be on the lookout.
Cool? When we were going through the Imperial blockade,
Okay, so good stories never start like this.
how do you think we escaped?
I detached a TIE fighter because I'm a mechanical genius.
Yes, and then Cool exited in the Y-Wing and fought off the TIE fighters that were after us.
Okay. He didn't land.
No. Not even close.
He was a fool. But he did win me over in the end. To Cool. K001.
I like his new paint job.
I felt really bad about shooting him in the back.
You should. He was very loyal to us,
I said I was sorry.
to the end.
He spoke as though he had a nasal congestion,
But he didn't.
it was impossible he was a droid.
Yeah, I never quite understood that programming. Anyway, we'd
These voices.
better not let his passing be in vain. He helped us get here, and now we need to do what we came here to do. So I guess we wait and we trust that Klassen Jasek will come up with some sort of lead.
So we just sit and we wait.
I don't have any other great plan at the moment.
I just take out my data pad.
Sure.
Send out another message. Meet me at the glove.
A message instantly comes back.
Oh, that was fast. Okay.
And it's just, really, question mark? I'm new to this whole spy thing, but I'm pretty sure that you have the chip.
Can I insert it?
Yeah. Think of it like a thumb drive.
I insert it into my data pad.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Charismus
Karamis.
pops up, and it's like the folder name. And then as you kind of like click on it, it's just an address in town.
Oh.
It's like a hotel suite, and its suite number is 333.
Oh. You are having way too much fun with this, aren't you?
Well, maybe we could keep drinking if we're gonna be waiting here.
I turn my comms back on.
Sure.
Clara, may I take a moment?
I don't see why not.
Io, do you want me to order you a drink?
No. And I get up from
Okay.
the table.
Sure.
Corn, what are you drinking?
I guess a Carillion whiskey, I guess, sounds good.
Carillion whiskey. Sounds good.
It's a safe bet.
Cool. I'll have blue milk with a little something.
Another.
Oh,
A blue
yeah.
Are you just
Sure.
asking him to go order you a drink?
No, I just
Yeah, no,
wanted to
I'll
know.
get it. No,
I
it's cool.
wanted to know.
No, I'll get it. No, it's fine.
I can get it.
No, I just
wanted
you
to
had
know
said
when
that you were
everyone's
like the next. Look,
Then I was
it's on me.
gonna ask-
He gets up. He's like, it's on me. It's cool. It's fine. Next one.
Oh, okay.
And he walks off.
Yeah, I get up.
Yeah.
Take my data pad with me.
You good?
Would you like to meet one of my better friends from Coruscant?
Sure.
Let's go.
We're going on a side quest. Like, quick, down whatever's left of my like broken glass. from my previous drink.
Dracula's
No,
brought
we got
you a
new
one.
ones.
Yeah. Okay.
They're really cheap spirits, trust me. There's probably better stuff waiting on the other end.
Okay. So Io and Aaron leave. It's just Kilar and Herg here in the glove.
Herg. I want to show you something. And I like get my stuff that I took from the shop
Yeah,
with
so
the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see like a Mandalorian helmet, but it looks like it's proportioned more to fit like a human female than like a male.
This was my grandmother's.
It is beautiful and fierce.
Yeah. I think so too. I went to see my family, my mother and father. And my father told me to go and find this friend of his. And he gave me a key to a safe that had this, which is all that remains.
This was in the safe. This was your father's friends?
No, my
You are-
grandmother's.
Yes, but you're going to now go look for your father's friend?
I already met him. We're waiting for him right now to come up with some information on this Yemlaw Corporation and what they're doing here on Mandalore. But it
Okay.
stands to reason that they're also searching for whatever artifact it is that we're looking for.
I see.
So maybe we can benefit from whatever research they've already done.
How so?
Well, if they've figured out specific things to look for, then we have a lead.
But then it would be a race.
Well, you're pretty fast. I think you could take them.
The artifact is here?
On Mandalore somewhere. That's all we know.
Okay, good.
That's all Yanuzi knew, and that's all that Randall knew.
Good. I am confident that we will find this artifact, Captain.
I am too. It's strange, I never really connected with my family here on Mandalore.
Yes, family can be difficult.
Yeah, difficult is an understatement when it comes to my mother. But somehow I feel like maybe it's more of who I am than I really realize.
Yes. You did spring forth from your parents, your mother and father, as did I, as did everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
Except for clones. I guess they didn't. They came from science and perhaps one original donor of being, but
Sure.
they were raised, unless they were taken from unless they were soldiers.
Okay, Herc, I think you're overcomplicating it.
But even that had some sort of an upbringing,
Yes.
a conditioning, rearing. And it can be difficult for a parent to raise a child. It can also be difficult for a child to grow up being raised by parents. Something I think we all come to terms with as we grow older is how much of our parents we really are. Whether good or bad, what we take from them, what we choose to take from them. Unless you're a clone, in which case you don't know what you have genetically, maybe they don't tell you. Or maybe you do know, or maybe you have siblings that are the same as you.
I mean,
And that's confusing because you're genetically the same.
Identical.
It's identical. So
Yes.
then that would really be a struggle to separate yourself from your clone brother
right.
sister.
But I think that
You maybe
the
do
point,
things with
Herg,
your hair,
Herg,
wear different
is
colors.
as much as we might want to stray away from
Yes.
our upbringings,
Yes.
it's still part of who we are.
It's true. Especially if you are a clone, you can't stray. You're stuck in whatever
At this point,
life
Corn
is.
sits down with the drinks. What are we talking about?
Ah, yes.
I don't even know anymore.
And it wipes. Io, Aaron, you follow. It's not hard to find the address. You're making your way there. You see this kind of strange building, kind of in relationship to the other buildings you've seen. It looks like at one point this may have been some sort of embassy or some sort of building that looks maybe like it was designed a little bit more to. Doesn't really the architecture doesn't fully fit the kind of Mandalorian buildings around you, but it's clearly been kind of turned into a hotel.
I'm looking around very nervously. Just checking over our shoulder, looking down alleys.
Sure.
Coast is clear?
Coast is clear. It's just when it's the two of us, one of two things usually happens, and one of them is I get electrocuted. So
Let's go inside this building before we get electrocuted.
Okay.
333.
So you make your way in. It's got a lavish foyer. There's like a fountain and stuff.
This is adequate.
Nice job.
You make your way to the 3rd floor. It was like an old like embassy building, so it's not like a super tall building. So this is like the top. It's only three stories tall. And you eventually start kind of looking your way through, and as you're making your way to this particular area, it looks like you kind of come around a hallway, and there's 333 at the opposite end, and standing in front of it are 4 of the same Mandalorians that you had seen.
In the cloaks.
In the glove.
Okay.
In the cloaks, yeah.
In the
Wearing the cloaks.
Yes.
In the glove.
At the glove.
So what's he like? Like, how do I approach this? Like, will he appreciate more of like a stern and sort of intimidating, like Baron Majestic angle, or is it more just like I'm Aaron Val of the of House Val, and that'll sort of be the more impressive thing, or I'm trying to figure out like what angle I take here. I'm just very nervous about meeting him.
There's really no angle to take. Why are you so nervous about meeting him? I've never
Because
seen
he's
him.
an artist.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I'm just very nervous.
Just okay. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe.
Mm.
No, really breathe.
I am.
Just be you.
Okay. Be me.
Okay. As you kind of approach, without even saying a word, one of the ones that's closest to the door goes, "Ma'am," and opens it. It's like a straight up, not like a, it's like an old door, like, and he's expecting you.
Thank you. Your name?
Ma'am, he's expecting you.
Thank you, sir.
As you enter in, you're already hearing, as you're kind of crossing the threshold, the pop of champagne bottles. And as you enter it in, it looks like this is the big kind of lavish suite. It looks as if it was the kind of equivalent of like a presidential suite. There's furniture, there's food on the table, and there, kind of turning around, is Odin, holding 2 bottles of champagne in 2 different hands, a bunch of glasses in the other, and he just kind of, yes, okay, great. I'm new to this whole thing. I was gonna go with this idea of like I was gonna cloak and dagger, and I was gonna approach you, and it was gonna be in the streets. But I figured, why? And then it was like there are all these people here that are working, and then I'll just pay them to go do it, and then I can dress them up. And they were really not happy with that. But then I was like, do you understand? I thought about this the whole way. Look, when you said Mandalore, where are my manners? Please come in. He's already starting to like pour like the bottles and come.
I don't say anything, but I walk straight to him.
Perfect. He like tries to hug you with all 4 arms, still holding it. As one is like going, and as you're like going to hug him, he's like putting one of the glasses already into your hand, and he hugs you. It's a big, long embrace. You already kind of just feel this like warmth that's coming from him. He says, okay, so please just, as he lets go.
Hello, genius.
Hello, beautiful. Come. And this is I don't get to go on vacations, and I was turning in. And he kind of points to like a bag in the corner, and it looks like it's all this kind of really expensive, like survival gear. It's like a backpack, equipment, like goggles and stuff. He's like, sorry, I'm a little excited. I've had this bag sitting in the corner. She gave me all this shit that I buy all these things. I'm like, no, I'm gonna use it one day. Trust me, I'm gonna go on this adventure. And then I finally get here.
She's just looking out for you.
It's my money to spend too.
I know.
And I finally get here and I go, I don't want to do this. Let's just hang out. So come on in. Oh, you can send your man outside, and he kind of waves.
He's not. He's
he can wait with them.
No, he's with me. Odin. He came here with me.
He like pulls you in really. Just one second, please. Help yourself. And there's like a bar over there. He's with you?
I just pick up a carrot stick.
Is this another one of the one night stands?
No.
Did you string him to 2 nights?
That's not complicated.
He's with you? He's like your crew?
No.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Do your charm.
Okay. Against? Is
Uh,
he considered? Yes, he is considered to be high society. Yes?
he is high,
And
very high
I
society.
am throwing in that
Yep.
extra, that
He's
natural
very
boost, I
high
guess.
society.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's gonna be three difficulty.
I'm on the counter that he's walked me over to, like, kind of like just trying to.
Trying to strike a pose.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your coordination for me, please.
Good.
Okay. Just you said 3.
3. Yeah.
No,
And
like
you're adding your
dice.
natural.
I'm adding my
Yeah.
natural.
This
boost.
will be good.
I'll roll. I'll roll.
What am I rolling against?
Roll.
You're gonna roll 2. I'm not gonna. If you mess this up, you mess this up. It's on you.
1 success, 2 advantages.
It look. Okay, let's see what he does first.
Oh no.
Yes, please.
2 advantages.
Okay, so as you like lean across it, it's like it like wobbles for a second, and like the tray kind of like flies, but you catch it, and everything's still kind of there, and you put it back onto the table.
I just go like this. I just hold up my glass and go.
Oh.
I'm Aaron Val, Baron Majestic of the Mako Club and rightful heir of the House Val of Shotoran. Hello.
I'm sorry. One more time. This time, just breathe. Use your words. But first, come here. Where are my manners? I'm so sorry. Come in. Any friend of Io's is a friend of mine. Of course. Here, and he like hands you a champagne glass.
Thank you.
He hands you 2. Yeah. So I'm sorry. One more time. All I heard was majestic in there, which I'm already intrigued. But please tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yes.
This is.
Aaron, I'm a fan.
Good. Thank you. Yes, a fan. Great. Please. Let's sit down. And as he kind of like motions towards the kind of chair, like a couch, and there's food and platters in that direction, he kind of grabs Io's arm, like kind of stopping you from going there, but like kind of letting, please.
Yeah.
As you both kind of move. Scale of 1 to 10.
Yes.
How serious?
This happened like an hour ago. I really don't know.
But it's not a one night stand.
No.
So, okay, all right, no, I'm in the right space. Am I playing?
Odin.
He said he's a fan. You know how I feel about fans?
Odin, you know, I didn't mention his name. That should tell you enough.
Okay. Let's have a good time.
Okay.
I was just concerned because you called me on the phone, and then I get this message. I come all the way out to Mandalore.
I know.
Can I hear any of this?
Go ahead and roll your perception. It'll be 3.
Sorry, are we using any of our upgrade things?
Yeah. If you did it, go for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
have
maybe
been.
would not have fallen just then.
Well, then I'm glad I didn't tell you.
But then my phone stopped.
Because that was worth it.
That was pretty good.
Hey, phone. Restart. That was good. That's a good thing that you should do is restart randomly, because you are old. Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
3. Purple.
3. What?
Perception.
Perception. Sorry. Dun, dun,
There
dun,
is
dun, dun,
nothing
dun,
in
dun,
the
dun,
lightsaber.
dun, dun, dun.
I'm just concerned. I get the call from you.
I know.
We don't discuss it in the booth. You tell me Mandalore.
there's so
Figured
much
you
that
need to cheer up. And then it seems like I'm glad because it seems like you're cheering yourself up. But so now I'm just shifting my mind into.
One Jedi moment.
You hear all of this.
dang.
You hear all of this. And not only do you hear it, you get the sense that the fact that, one, this is definitely somebody, because you've had your own preconceived notions of this individual in the sense of like their relationship to the work that they've done in kind of the fashion industry. And so that's kind of your...
His public persona is very different.
Yeah, and your kind of mentality of it is whatever that was shaped, whatever that shaped. You're getting the feeling now that one, this person cares deeply about Io, and the fact that there was kind of that like the awkwardness, despite even hearing him repeatedly say, "Is this another one-night stand?" and the fact that like the fact that he kept saying it means something different, right? So you're getting all these in the sense that it's the fact that Io is not saying that is of importance. And then you're also hearing the fact that he seems to be very much concerned about Io as a person. And so is equally as you felt like you were maybe nervous going into this, this person is also now shifting their mind to be like, oh, this is somebody I should be. Definitely at the beginning though, he thought you were helpful. But now that's shifted into like, oh, a guest kind of thing. Let me see, Mandalore, and I'm like, oh God, Mandalore. Fashion sense is dreadful. They're constantly interrupting everything.
I know that was the first thing I realized about those guards you sent was crushed velvet.
I was like, is it too subtle, or is it like not subtle enough?
I mean, really, I really should have known as soon as I saw the crushed velvet, but it's.
I mean, I thought that was
It's very
obvious.
uncharacteristic, Odin.
Well, I'm new to this whole adventuring thing, and I think I'm doing a wonderful job at it. As he goes to like, as he's like pouring another glass of champagne and drinking it.
Typical adventurer. Odin. It's been a year since I left Coruscant.
Yeah?
And then some.
He grabs her hands.
A lot has happened. But I'm glad you're here.
I was only a call away the whole time. And I know you know that.
I'm sorry.
That's not a chastisement of our friendship. But call me sooner next time. And he,
Was. Then things happened.
I can see. And as he kind of looks over at it, I'm sorry, we needed to catch up, but of course, let's sit down and it seems like
Kata?
we're celebrating.
Apologize about whatever that was.
But
I died a few hours ago, and so I'm a little. And I just said,
Do you remember how I said a lot of things have happened?
Let's start at the beginning. And he moves a basket of like brioche to the table, and I'm all ears.
Well, stand up.
Yeah.
Still wearing the what's left of my black leather stuff.
Sure.
a long time ago.
I stand up. I told you had to see for yourself.
I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to be supportive, but I clearly understand why you called me. If you want, we can just cut straight to it.
No, it's.
And he points to like the kind of the suite room, like
Yeah.
the bedroom.
Well, but why? Odin, it's been so long.
That's what I'm. Let's just have a drink.
When I left Coruscant, this was done out of necessity.
I mean, yeah, what you're wearing,
It was done out of necessity for a lot of reasons, and now, Odin, I can't breathe. I'm sorry I didn't call sooner.
I have just the thing. Things. Lots of things. And we're gonna wipe. We're gonna cut because it's kind of at this point what you guys are doing is catching up, reminiscing, drinking, but he's also kind of motioning eventually to kind of the bedroom. We're gonna wipe.
Oh, we're gonna do something weird.
Some weird stuff. We cut back to the glove.
Okay.
Kilara and Herg are there. Last you'd seen like Iowa and Aaron had left. You had started to
Yes.
kind of formulate some things you were talking about.
Right.
Clones.
We were talking about clones.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I might as well use this time to gather as much information from the locals as I possibly can. Go up to the bar.
Sure. As you get up,
His name is Trioculus, Captain.
I know, he has a tendency to introduce himself to everyone upon entering, I think.
a group of individuals, kind of as you're about to get up, are approaching your table. Oh, are these seats taken? As they kind of just slide into the seats at the table next to you.
Well, that's
I
a little
would like-
presumptuous.
Kilara to go ahead and roll. Your perception.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna make it 4.
Okay. All right.
There hasn't been enough dice action tonight. I'm taking all the
Sure,
setbacks.
sure.
Ah, man. 3 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. So you sit down, or they sit down,
Right?
and you already can tell a couple things right off the bat. They're really well dressed, even though their clothes seems to be, it's not like suits or business, but it seems to be kind of like expensive, tactical,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you definitely tell that they have been, 1, out in the sun. 2, as you kind of you're already kind of getting a feeling of where this is going. As you look, you see that, they have those like little mini, like flag pins that people wear. There's one little pin, and it's just a Y. And as they sit down, please. No need to get up. Just friendly sitting down, having shared space. It's the Mandalorian way. Everyone drinks together. Is that not right?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on Mandalore.
Well, interesting. What brings you back, I guess? If you don't mind us having some small talk?
Not at all. Just coming home. Was far overdue to visit my family. You know how it is.
Yes, visiting family. That's nice. You know what's also, I guess, if you're visiting family, there's a lot to do in the city, I guess, as much as you can during these times. Especially with the strange weather we're having nowadays, I think it's best that perhaps while you're here visiting family, you just stay close to home, see the sights as best as one can, and I feel like you'll have a wonderful time.
Strange weather.
Yes, well, with the Badlands, it's terrible to go outside of the city. Of course, you know this living here.
Yes, well, Mandalorians did this to themselves years ago, tore the planet apart.
As you say that, they all give each other a look. Yes. Go ahead and roll. Do your... Do your perception on this again.
Okay.
It's going to be 3 red, 2 purple.
Whoa.
Welcome to dealing with
Oh, jeez.
It just jumped, but we didn't get any.
But we didn't get any dice. That's a sub.
That's probably subs or bits.
nice.
Either way, thank you very much.
Thank you for your support, guys.
Well, fortunately, my, perception is not too bad. I don't know if it's any match for this, but I guess we're about to see.
Fuck.
1 success,
Okay.
1 disadvantage.
Oh, interesting.
1
Okay.
triumph.
God damn it.
You know what was great too? When you had all those dice set up, there was, when it's like the sample thing, before
Yeah.
she rolled it, there was a despair.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, and then she rolled it, and it
Should be with that many reds. All right, well, before we get to that, we ended our first round. Thank you guys so much. Tier 3 Dark Side wrist rockets coming in.
All right. Who's getting?
Stay tuned. That's going to be a thing. As we enter our second round, first off, thank you for reminding me. Subs also help
Yeah.
on this thing. So if you a
Gift a
subscription
friend a sub.
counts as $50 worth of points either side. So if you do a sub, it's an easy way to tip that meter. Why is that important? One, because the subs help support the channel and all that jazz. Second of all, it's going to come into play in this unlock. How, you ask? This one is called HP Upgrade.
Ooh.
You guys spend a lot of time upgrading your characters.
Yes.
One of the things that is always beneficial is more health points.
I don't think I've ever gotten more health points once.
Light side, tier 1 is Herg. Light side, tier 2 is Aaron. Light
it's not a
side,
lot.
tier 3 is both.
Oh.
Dark side, tier 1 is Kilara. Dark side, tier 2 is Io. Dark side, tier 3 is both. Why?
Sophie's
Why?
choice.
Why would I say though that the subs affecting the chain affects this thing anyway? We're gonna start it off, and if somebody in the back could help me track this, this would be perfect. Every time
Matt says yes.
with the food, every time we do a full, and not one of these little winky dink here.
Right.
Every time, if we can go one side, and then alternate to the other,
And then back.
and then back and forth. So as long as wherever we start, if we go 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna increase the size amount of the health that's unlocked.
Oh, dang.
If we just go to one side and lock on it, that's reasonable and a good
fine,
thing.
but-
But if you really want to maximize how this goes, as long as we cross, so we're gonna, just to clarify, we're gonna go into 1, as soon as the first person's gonna start us off. But then as long as we go a shift, and
Now,
a shift,
is this a full shift?
it has to go all the way into,
3 to 3.
not 3 to 3. No.
okay.
No. You can just go 1 to 1, 1
Oh, it
to
just
1.
needs to cross the threshold then. Got it.
But it has to be a decent size amount, not one of these. We got to go into 1.
Got
Got to
it.
go into 1.
All right.
And we're gonna see if this works. With that, I'm gonna start it up.
As someone who has been shot by Yamla, this will be helpful.
You got 1 success, 1 disadvantage, 1 triumph. You can tell that what you said when you said that Mandalore did this to themselves confuses them a little bit, as if they're like, what? And in particular, not the person you're talking to, but you can't really tell why, right? If like, what? If it's almost that was like new news to them kind of thing, or that was the
Sure.
But one in particular, when you say that, his demeanor completely changes from kind of just there being observant in the background to just utter and complete loathing of you as you say that.
I guess you
Well-
haven't spent a whole lot of time researching our history.
I guess, and the best place to visit, explore the history is here in the museums. It's the best place to look. So maybe we can all just take a trip. Not together, of course, that would be weird. We've just met, but
We have
if
just
I can
met.
make any suggestions, or if you could make any suggestions of where to visit in town, that would be fantastic.
What exactly brings you to Mandalore? What is it that you're interested in seeing? And maybe I can point you in the right direction.
Go and roll. Do you need negotiation on this? 2 red, 2 purple.
All right. Thank goodness we got them setbacks. Because I'm going to take all of them.
Sure.
Yep. Great. That will. Ooh. No result, but 9 advantage.
What does that mean?
It's like a technical failure, but not an actual failure.
Okay.
Captain, I just found 900 credits.
We're looking for works of art. Any recommendations? Where one would go to find, appreciate, fine Mandalorian culture?
Well, there's the gallery here in the Capitol, dedicated to the preservation and exhibiting of Mandalorian artwork from throughout our history.
Write that down.
It's not far.
And of course, it's one thing to look at all the art, but to own a piece of it, to really be able to look at it everywhere you go. Say there's thoughts on that, perhaps? As we're just having a conversation?
Perhaps there are people there in charge of the gallery. You could speak to the curator and see if any of the owners of the pieces of art on display would be willing to part with them for a price.
Of course, yes. It's times like this, I'm sure they'd go for steel, with it being, difficult here. It's, again, stress how important it is to stay safe during these times of difficulty.
Well, the Mandalorians were always very capable of taking care of themselves. I don't see why anything should be different now.
Indeed. Well, I would say it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And then to get up, you notice that at this point they have not ordered any drinks. They weren't holding anything. But please, of course, let me buy a round for your time talking to us. It's most appreciative. Again, I can't stress enough how important it is to just stay safe. The best way to stay safe is to stay indoors. And they get up and they start to leave.
I hope that you will take your own advice. Stay safe.
They get up and leave, but not before the one individual who's really just giving you like the stink eye all the way through. Just gives you another kind of glare and leaves.
Do I notice anything about him other than he's just glaring angrily at me?
No. Nope.
Nothing discerning. Just another
Dude in a Yemlock Corporation suit.
Go ahead and, no.
All right.
No.
Okay.
No. At this point, you notice that Corn was actually not at the table
Right, he was at the bar.
for any of this conversation.
Right.
You look around, and for a brief moment, you don't see him.
I was on my way to the bar. Anyway, I get up to go. I had originally intended to go chat with the bartender.
Yep.
And looking around just quickly, do I see him?
Go into your perception.
Okay.
You got boosts.
Heck yeah.
You got boosts. Thermal flying.
What's the difficulty?
4.
All right. I'm taking 3.
3 setbacks?
Yeah. 5 success, 4 advantage.
Okay. You're kind of, your heart's starting to beat a little
Right.
bit. It's racing as you're moving forward. You look around and you don't see Corn anywhere immediately in front of you. The door's already closed as the 3 people have already left. It almost seems like they just got up and left. And as you're kind of looking around, heart's starting to beat.
Right.
You turn around, and there's Corn. And he's holding a strange object in his hands. Hey, this is it's kind of cool, huh?
Where did you go?
And he starts to like shake this thing.
Wait. Where did you get this?
Oh, I was just talking to a guy out back. You know, they were just going out on a smoke break. I don't smoke, but they were like, they seemed pretty cool, and I was trying to get some, I don't know, just shoot the shit, I guess, trying to figure out some information. We're talking about a thing. One thing led to another. I was talking about how you like lost your blaster, or didn't tell me your mom took it. And like next thing I know, I'm like talking to this guy, and then I don't know. I guess I bought this. And he kind of hands you. It's like a strange wrist gauntlet-like thing. And you can tell that it is a wrist rocket.
Rocket launcher.
Captain, what is that?
It's a wrist rocket. I don't know. I've already got one gauntlet that launches things. Might as well make it a pair.
Holy shit, we're in a bar. Put that away. Just have that out. Put it away somewhere, Captain.
Herg, this is Mandalore. They're pretty okay with weapons being carried openly in public.
Literally, a dude walks by, sick rocket, bro, and like keeps walking.
All right, then I guess I'll shut up, I guess. Keep waving it around. It's cool.
bro.
It's really cool.
Amanda.
It is really cool.
And this is, so your original armor that you're wearing is like the TIE Fighter like,
Yeah.
kind of mix, but this looks more aesthetically like Mandalorian.
Nice. All right.
Okay, so I guess,
Where's my rocket launcher? I'm just kidding. Cheers.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and then, okay, so we're gonna, unless there's something you want to do. we're gonna
No,
wipe.
thank you.
So as you guys are kind of there, wipe to back to Odin's suite.
Yes.
As you guys have been kind of at this point. Again, the time between all of this is you guys have been drinking for a while. They show up, so at least hours have gone by, right? So you guys have been talking with Odin. So again, tell me, Aaron, what exactly is it like living? He's a little, not like intoxicated, but like you can tell he's not like slurring his words, but
he's in a good place.
He's in a good place. What is it like living on a planet full of lava?
Warm?
Warm, he says. Warm, he says. And then, yeah.
He's not wrong, Odin.
Care to elaborate on the warmth? What's the fashion sense on a planet where you have cities underground? I've heard tales of your balls.
It's high fashion. You're judged by what you wear, how you wear it.
It's courtly, yes?
Very. When my father wanted to make a specific point to the king, he financed your Hosnian Prime line so that my mother could wear it.
Go ahead and roll. Do your charm.
Did I get any more charming? Oh, I did. Yay.
3 difficulty. Oh, we shifted. Yeah, yo. That's 1. There are a shit ton of dice in the light side.
I don't want this to go well, any of this. So I'm just gonna roll.
Of course you don't.
4 successes, 1 disadvantage.
He pauses. He like smiles. He pauses. Yes. Yes. And he like slaps the table. That's where I know the name, Val. And he's like, the line, yeah. And he starts to like kind of reminisce, and then he goes, wait. What was your father's name?
Granthar Val.
Yes, of course. I completely remember. I completely remember. It was a fine line, if I do say so myself.
You released it around Life Day? So I've heard. You released it around Life Day? So I've heard.
He kind of looks around. And he's like, "We're not on Coruscant." Yes, of course. You know how it is. Nowadays, with them building the thing up in there,
You told me.
it's horrendous, Io. It blocks out what little joy that we had. But the Empire is very... I'm on edge, and it feels good to be out in the Outer Rim, away from it all, but it's some things you can't shake. And he kind of gets very serious. It's not a bad thing you left, Io. Things have changed. Coruscant is darker, grimier, seedier.
Even on our level?
When the Emperor builds his new favorite toy, and the rebels constantly try to attack it, it's the people that tend to suffer. Even us. He just gets like really somber for a moment. He's like, but not about bringing this down. He pours a little bit more in everyone's glass, maybe a little bit more into his, but talking about fashion, thank you, Aaron. I'm back in the right mindset. Let's see what I brought. Shall we?
Yes, wait. Who's with Notara?
The kids went to Naboo.
And?
They'll be safe there.
Notara?
She's on Coruscant still.
Why?
She has
The
to
kids
put
went to Naboo. Speaking of which, kids?
Yeah, it's, what can I say? I have good stock. By that I mean she's got good stock and wants to make sure that the genetics, they're weird. I don't like kids. They're strange. They just throw up and burp and vomit on everything. I have clothes that's ruined. But I love them, and I couldn't imagine a galaxy without them, and that's why they are safe, and my wife should be joining them. She wasn't as stubborn as I am. Pours a little bit more into his cup. It's like almost overflow. It's at the point.
You do know why you owe me, right, Odin? Tell her that. Tell her to go to Naboo.
I have one better. He like pulls out his data pad and he like opens up, and it starts to like it's like a recording thing. Let's tell her.
Okay.
This guy like kind of turns it on. It's like this really, you can tell that maybe he's like, nah, he's setting it up. So no, you got to put the right filters on it, and he starts like doing his hair, and he starts priming himself and like cleaning up, and he's like, oh, and he like moves all like the alcohol that's like on the table like out of frame, and he like loads it up, and hey, darling.
Step away. Catch up.
No. Come.
Oh, big drunk giant guy. Just for a moment, I'm just going to just check in.
We're fine. Aaron, you said you wanted to meet the Stardust, yes?
I did. I just want to check in. I'm being responsible. It's a new thing.
Oh, it's a new thing, is it? Hey,
Excuse me.
you're back, yes?
Usually.
Okay.
So while Io and Odin record this kind of message, and Garen, you kind of hear it in the back as he's kind of trying to maintain his sense of soberness for the call. Is talking. You hear a very kind of collected, reserved voice talking back, excited.
No, Tara, he's drunk.
Of course he is. How typical. And as they're kind of like talking, what is it that you're doing?
Faye?
Aaron, how is your little side mission going?
Interesting. Io spent catching up with old married friends, and they're arguing, and it's weird.
Well, relationships are complicated.
Is that what it is? I mean, let's not, probably. Anyway, it is weird though, just meeting somebody else's friends.
Yeah, you'll get no argument from me.
Anyway, just checking in / finding a weird excuse to step away from whatever that was.
Are you okay, Aaron?
Yes? Just checking in, Kat. You guys good?
I think
Captain, tell him I'm good.
Herg says he's good. He wants you to know.
Herg's got his. Herg's talking into his mic. I can hear him. Hey, buddy.
Tell him I said, hey.
You heard that, right?
I did. Hey, Herg. Did we hear from the guy?
Not yet, but I think I may have had an encounter with some of the people from that Yemlaw Corporation. They should get a different insignia. The Y is a dead giveaway.
It is. Were they passive-aggressively cheery?
Well, kind of.
Were they like, oh, we're very fancy and maybe you should just mind your own business?
That's kind of dead on, actually.
And that was them. Are you guys okay?
We seem to be fine for right now. I was gonna chat with this Trioculus character, see if I can get any more information out of him. See if he knows anything about Yamla and what they're doing here.
I'm going to call Lyra and have her lock down the red.
All right.
I know their playbook. Their next step is they steal our spaceship.
Well, seeing as I have no previous interaction with them until right this very second, I trust your judgment.
Did either of you get electrocuted?
Definitely not.
They're deviating from course.
Nope. Didn't get electrocuted.
Okay. Call us if you need us.
Same for you.
Like if you really need us. Like Io needs this for a few minutes.
You got it.
Lyra? I don't know. It's like a three-way
You're
call.
one of those bros that has the two Bluetooth.
Multiple Bluetooth headsets.
No, I see like the split screen like in the 90s, like a three-way call.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Lyra?
Hey, Aaron. How are things? How's Mandalore, I guess?
It's great. We're probably in trouble.
When are we not?
Are you on the red?
Yeah, I've just about finished giving them. I just want to clarify. We're giving them all of the supplies.
Right, for no money in return.
Yep, they seem very happy about it.
Good. Are you?
I mean, I don't know if this ship's going to take off anytime soon. It's pretty beat up, but, you know, the worst places to be in, I guess.
I'm gonna make it a little worse. I need you to lock down the ship with Hazo.
He doesn't stop talking.
I know, but I need you to just stay with Hazo and lock down the ship.
Okay, I'm on it. What's coming this time?
Oh, just these really passive-aggressive guys in suits.
I feel like that's your arch nemesis.
You may not be wrong.
That's like the complete opposite of you.
And here's the thing too. They do like a full tuck. You know, but like the jackets are too short, and so the jackets almost look like vests.
I remember. I read your essay that you had the whole.
I don't
crew
like.
I know.
I don't like
remember.
vackets or jests. Whatever you want to call them. I don't stand for it.
Do you remember Vacket Willie? He was very upset when you had that outstanding order.
It is not my fault that Vacket is a family name on Dantooine.
Look, we just started calling him Willie. It was weird. For a pirate, that's strange.
That is.
And he had one eye. It was so bizarre. Anyways, I'm gonna lock down the ship, I guess.
Why couldn't it have been normal, like his friend James with that blue beard?
James is a pretty good pirate till he got himself. And all right, Aaron, I'm on my way, or I'm locking it down.
Hit us if anything happens.
I will. As you hang up, you kind of turn, and I guess Io's right there.
Is everything okay? I know it's been a really long time since I've seen him. He gets to be a little high-spirited.
Everything's fine. Let's go back in.
Everything's fine.
I checked in with the captain. We're good.
Okay. Everything's fine?
Everything's fine. She told us she'd ring if they needed anything.
All right. Just, it's been a while since I've seen him.
I know.
And he misses me.
I know. Get back in there. Stop wasting time with me.
Only if you come with me.
Okay, right behind you.
You hear pop, pop as 2 more bottles of champagne.
Oh, and there's more. Okay.
Odin? Hey, maybe take a breather for a little bit. For me. I know.
Go
I
ahead.
know.
Go and roll.
Okay.
Do your charm.
Okay. And against?
Maybe 3.
3. I am gonna. Fuck it, I'll roll.
You're not gonna use any of the dice?
No. 3 successes with 1 advantage.
Okay. He places them.
It's a long way from Coruscant to Mandalore. Pace yourself.
I don't get to see you often,
I know. And I'm sorry.
but I'm sorry that I'm letting my excitement for adventure get the better of me. And you're gonna look, but still. And he holds up like 4 hands, sober as a
Of course you are.
forced monk on
Of course you
Sundays.
are. That city looks very, very comfortable. Just sit down.
Didn't you have something to show Io?
I did. And he clasped his hands together. Finally. Now's the time.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you just to wait right here now. Help yourself. I'm not drinking anymore. Pour me more. But come with me. And he leads you into kind of like the master suite, where you see that like his kind of, he's got like a set of adventurer's clothes that has just been like kind of put out on the bed. It's like, and he just kind of throws it off. And he goes to like the cabinet and he like closet and he pulls out like a large like wardrobe
Yeah.
box. May have went a little bit overboard.
When do you ever?
Never, me, never. But like you said, I owe you one. Seemed like you were in need, and
Obviously.
I also wanted to throw in some
Oh, what did you do?
things that I would think an adventurer of your status would want in these things.
Right.
So just trust me when I say it's gonna be fantastic.
Okay.
Before that, there is something that I want to talk to you about.
Yes.
And if it's too soon, or uncomfortable, or too intense, I will drop it. This is about positivity, rekindling of dear friends.
Yes.
But I also know you, Io. And he like kind of like goes forward, not like very, very just not trying to invade your personal space, but one of his hands goes and starts to try and move
Wait.
the hair from your face.
And I grab his hand. That's another reason why I asked you to come.
I know. Hey. I know. And he goes, again, looking at you first, as he moves your hair away from your eye.
I let him.
You know me. You know that when I say this, I mean it. Just as beautiful as the day I met you. That being said, had a lot of time to figure some stuff out. By a lot of time, not a lot of time, in Mandalore of all places. He goes and he brings like a little case. He goes, again, I'm not going to be insulted if you don't want any of this. I'm not going to be offended, and I don't want to trigger anything.
I stop him. Odin, you came all this way. And your timing, when you called me, couldn't have been more perfect. The least I can do is see what you've brought.
Clasps the top pair of his hands together, but he's kind of holding the other one down below, and he like turns it around so that he opens it up, kind of to the case. Again, hear me out, but also, knowing you, throw it all away if you don't want it, and I'll start over again.
Okay, Odin, I mean this with love, just when you get like this, you get a little poetic, and you know how I get.
When you say that, he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Yes. I do. But
Straight
I'm
to the point, genius. What is it?
straight to the point. I'll be blunt. Patches are horrendous. They are for the common man, and I will never see you in one ever as long as I live.
That's why we're friends.
So he goes and he pulls out what looks like a small kind of like sphere, kind of eyeball shaped. And he's like, it's not. I had mentioned cybernetics, and of course, she freaked out. She said, how dare you? Genetics is the way. But
And I'm inclined to agree.
I know. But he like turns it on, and it's not like a cybernetic eye, but it's almost like an eye that lets you change kind of the color of it. So think of it as like you wouldn't actually be able to see out of it, but it is a replacement. It looks like an eye, and it's already purple. And he's like, you can change it. It's just a thing. A friend of I know who makes these things. He puts it in your hand, or puts it back in the box.
Do I know this friend?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Maybe. He goes, but that's just for walking around. That's on a mission IO. That's undercover IO. That's IO the Enchantress, as it were. Maybe you can change it so you want to have that whole 2-eye thing. But this is an option. But I also have this, and this is less practical. It was quite hard to find it. When I finally found it, what I needed, the person kept going on about how rare it was. They were at the lower bottom levels of the city. They said that this came from some sort of Jedi thing, and I said, you're ridiculous, and I'm going to report you. And that's when he's like, don't report me, and I got a deal on it. Regardless. And he pulls it out, and it looks exactly like the previous thing. So it looks like an eye. It looks like it's been carved kind of into it. It's purple. And he puts it in your hand. And he's made from Kyber crystal. It's a purple gem, so it'd be like a. And if you don't want that, he drops another thing in your hand, and it's like the most like ridiculously, overwhelmingly like fancy, like gold and diamonds and things. This is when you really want to make a scene. So now you like to make a scene. He drops that also in your hands. So now you have all three of these.
Oh my.
Choices, choices, choices. And he closes the case, but as I said before, she wouldn't let me come to you without at least offering. It's expensive. It's difficult. I'll need a sample. But she's from Camino.
Yes.
She knows people. If that's something you want to look into, we can start that conversation. But for now, these are yours. Throw them at people on the street if you don't want them. I don't care. But and he kind of closes the hand. The other option's there. It's just difficult.
But you can do it, yes?
It takes time. It's not perfect.
Nothing is.
Nothing is. Except what I brought you. And with that, as he kind of moved towards the kind of wardrobe crate that he has, wipe, tick, tick, tick. It's going to be one of those like time wipe ones where it's like, and you're now wearing it. And he's like, does it feels nice, light?
Oh, okay. We're back to me
It's
again.
it's back on you.
Okay.
You're just wearing it. Does it feel good?
Is there a mirror?
Of course. And there's like a mirror in the room.
Oh, and I can breathe. For the first time in a year, I can breathe.
Would you mind if I got a second opinion?
Oh.
He opens up the door. Aaron, darling.
Oh, I'm gone.
Aaron, darling.
Oh.
Sorry, he's texting you.
Oh, shoot. Well,
It's too late.
the phone's off. And he walks out there. One moment. And he kind of walks out in the other room. But you're not wearing it.
Aaron? Get on comms. Aaron?
Oh, I'm just, I didn't do it in time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just down in the lobby, just sort of
Okay.
watching the street.
Sure. Odin immediately comes out. You hear him like starting to talk to some of his guards that he has outside.
I leave the room then.
Okay, so you're walking out of the room. Yep.
Yeah.
They say that he left. It looks, and I have a man that's downstairs. He was the one that let me know that you were coming. That's why you can hire them pretty cheap down. Don't
Give
tell
me a
them.
second, Odin, and I.
No. He's downstairs.
And I bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just chilling. You're just chilling out there looking out. There's another pencil there. You're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
It's because you rolled a failure and somehow advantage.
It was like rolling a failure in real life.
You rush
The
down the
Joe Star
stairs.
story.
You run back out to the lobby because that's where Odin. You kind of heard it as you're running past
Yeah.
him. You see that Aaron's just, I guess, outside, people watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm percepting.
Hey.
Do you have 2 eyeballs?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You already done?
Not quite. It's...
Go
Why are
wrap
you
up.
down here? Why are you down here?
Just wanted to come downstairs.
And
You look good.
He sees you wearing what?
Oh, it's cobalt blue, full length, formal wear.
Sure.
I guess the best way to describe it is a very, very light silver chainmail cape. Intricate design on the bodice. Haven't checked it out yet, so just put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Not like my black leathers.
Do you like it?
It's the first time I've been able to breathe in a year.
It's the first time you've looked like you in a while.
Odin wanted a second opinion.
You got it. Go back upstairs. I'm good.
No. What's wrong?
We crash landed on here. We crash landed on a planet I've never been on before. I'm just
Yes.
feeling a little jumpy.
Okay, Aaron, I could read you, right? You're not telling me everything.
Everyone's fine.
So you keep saying.
Faye and Herg had a run-in with some very cheerily passive-aggressive people in suits.
Yamla?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we knew they were here.
Just moving faster than I thought they would.
Yes? Is that why you're down here?
Mm-hmm.
Any other reason?
No, it's mostly the Shadow Corporation that electrocuted us a bunch and threw us in jail.
Yes, I know. And you're just waiting for them?
I don't know what
Why
I'm
are you
doing
down
exactly.
here?
I don't know. Io, you need some time.
No. Aaron, I just got you back.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
No, you're
How many times can I die?
Is that a challenge?
Is that flirting?
No, that was a legitimate question to the universe. Is that a challenge?
Hopefully not.
We both had a really rough 24 hours.
Yeah, so you need to go back up there with your friend.
No. We'll be fine.
Look, I got a small bowl. Look, strawberries,
Great.
Mandalorian grapes. I'm fine.
Odin,
Yes, darling.
For some,
Yeah, you guys have your.
yeah, we've got our own channel. I'll check back on you.
Okay. I'll be here for as long as you need me to be. And if I need to switch from,
I will let you know if you need a wardrobe change.
I'll be there in a heartbeat. With 6 strapping, well-dressed
Yes.
Mandalorians.
I expect no less. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Click.
Oh,
You know, there are 6 strapping Mandalorians here. The hotel's not a bad place to make a stand.
Make
Did
a
the others
stand?
come here?
Make a stand? What are you expecting, Aaron?
I don't know.
Okay.
Plus, he'll love meeting Herg.
You do have a point. But no. He has a wife and kids now. We can't bring any trouble to him.
Herg.
We're going to cut right there. Because while all this was going on, Kilara, Herg, and Corin, you're talking to
Trioculus.
And he was kind of just shooting the shit with you.
Yes.
Your comms went off. You got like a message, and it's from Jansen.
Jacek?
Jacek. Trying to find out.
Klassen Jacek?
Klassen Jackson.
Classic.
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 Saying,
Classic Jansen.
I think
Yes,
I found
classic.
something. Meet me back at the store.
Well, Trioculus, thank you so much for the hospitality.
Yeah.
Assortment of odd clientele included.
It's true, it's true. Well, you know, maybe one day I'll find out who my father is, but until then, I just keep serving them drinks.
Keep that positive attitude.
It's positivity that is palpable, that attitude.
I really feel like I could achieve some answers from...
What? That doesn't make any sense. You are an emperor among men. You really are.
Anyways, okay.
Yeah, so we go.
Bye. What's the plan, Captain? Where are we going?
We have to go back to Klassen Jasek's antique shop.
What?
Klassen Jasek, he's a friend of my father's. He's the one who had my armor.
Captain, you're drunk. Corn, what's you trying to say, Corn?
Klassen Jackson.
Jackson?
Jacek. Jacek.
Jasek.
Jacek.
Jaxer?
Klassen
Klassen?
Jacek.
Carsons.
Yeah, that's the one.
Next you're gonna tell me he's a 7-foot-tall green bunny. You guys are drunk.
He's definitely not that. He's a
Okay.
regular old human guy.
Let's go.
All right. So we go back to his antique shop.
Okay.
Captain, I may have drank a little too much. Have I been here before?
What exactly did you order when you went to the bar?
Blue milk with a little...
Oh,
Okay.
if it's a good Mandalorian bar, they've probably been spiking it with Tihar.
Tihar. Yes. Corn, let's go!
Corns, should we let everyone else know that we're going there?
Yes. I'll send them a message. We can walk and talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Corn.
Yeah, thanks, Corn.
Aaron, Io,
Yes?
Present.
we've got an update. We're heading back to Klassen Jasek's antique shop.
Who?
Klassen Jasek, the one who told us about the Yemlaw Corporation being here on Mandalore.
Action Jackson?
Flaxen, waxen.
No, guys, Randy Jackson.
It's a no from me, dog.
Dog, listen, we're heading to Saxons. We'll meet you there.
Copy.
Faye,
Yes.
they'll be expecting you to go back to Tony Braxton's. Just be ready.
Good looking out.
I will be.
Okay. So before we fully switch back over to this. So kind of, it was like the split of, while that was happening, they called you right at that moment. You guys are still at the steps of this kind of embassy hotel.
Okay, where are we meeting them? We're not going back to the antique shop.
We're not?
No, isn't that what you just said?
I mean, I think it's more of a we need to back them up at the antique shop.
So, get there before they do?
Go wrap up with your friend.
No. What's wrong?
Again, how many times could I die? I'm fine.
Aaron.
Nothing.
Why are you being so weird?
I'm not being. Why are you being weird? Look, you need this. This would be like if I got to go home and spend time with a friend that I don't have the energy or creativity to make up right now.
Very specific friend, Aaron.
They don't exist. You're my only friend.
Aaron. He'll be fine. He saw me. Got his fix. I got his gifts.
Then we go to the shop.
Go to the shop. Sorry I didn't get your shirt patched.
It looks cool. Like, don't mess with that guy. He just got shot in the gut.
Seriously.
We're walking and talking at this
Okay.
point.
Talk to me. What's wrong? Why are you sending me away?
I'm not sending you away.
You insisted that I go back up to the suite.
Yeah, because I want you to be with your friend. It's gonna be, I don't know, we're on an artifact planet surrounded by people that want to kill us.
Why the lovers' quarrel continues. We cut. It's kind of back to Herg and Corin and Kilara are making their way to the antique shop. I need both of you to do perception checks for me,
You
please.
got it. What is the difficulty?
4 difficulty, please.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to take 5. Yep. 4 setbacks.
1, 2,
Yep. To go with those 4 difficulties.
Sure.
I will take 4 boosts.
Is that a good smile?
That's a good smile.
I'll go first. 1 success.
Oh shit!
All right.
Top
that was-
Get ready.
Okay, Lara.
Get ready.
Okay.
3 success,
Yeah. Okay.
2 advantage,
Pretty good.
Oh, there's a combo.
1 triumph.
Bert, did you hear? It was 1 triumph.
I heard 1 success. That's impressive, man. That's good.
And, yeah, for me, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But Emma got a bunch more.
Okay. As soon as you leave the store, I'm assuming you have your helmet on.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just instantly are kind of adjust to the immediate kind of change in light, and you see that it looks like there's somebody who's up on top of a roof across the street who instantly kind of goes back under. You notice that there is a black unmarked kind of land speeder that's parked off to the side, and you both notice an individual, like as you guys kind of start walking, just not necessarily in that
Right.
direction, but leaving. You see that somebody is following you from behind.
Captain, we're being tailed.
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
Oh, wait,
some-
I don't see anything. Wait.
and someone's got eyes on us from above as well.
What?
It said someone's got eyes on us from above as well.
Impressive, Captain.
They scaled down the back of the building.
Wow. What's the play?
Well, we have 2 options.
Go on, stay cool, stay cool.
Either we
I'm gonna roll from now because you told him to say, oh shit!
Stay cool, fly casual.
Keep going.
either we deviate from the path and lead them somewhere else and try and take them out, or we stay the course.
Go to Saxon's Waxons.
It's like the worst store on Diagon Alley.
Jessic.
No, it's in Nocturne Alley.
Ah, yeah.
So wait, what's the play? What are we doing?
I said either we stay the course,
Try and lose
fly
him?
casual.
Or lead them somewhere else. Oh, you're saying that we should stay the course?
We could all split up and try and
Throw them off.
throw them off and then meet back up. I guess Herc stays with Kalara since he doesn't really know where we're going, and then I can lead him to just
Captain, I don't like that plan.
lead him off the trail.
Captain, I recommend we stick together. But it's your call, Captain. What are your orders?
I think that we should stick together. Lead them astray.
Go and roll your leadership.
Doesn't have to roll for me.
You're on board.
You agreed with that plan anyways.
What is the difficulty?
3.
Cole
Make it 3.
disagrees? Ooh. Uh-oh.
Did you want to use any or you're good?
No, I'm good. 2 success, 7 advantage.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
But we lead them somewhere else, right, Captain?
Exactly.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I want to do like a quick, visual scan of the area to try to find somewhere where we could
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
An alleyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, do a perception for me.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
I'm going to make it 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for somewhere where we can get a good
Kind of
vantage
like-
point on them, essentially, with the one that's tailing us and the one that I know to have gone down the building.
Sure.
I will take the difficulty, and I will take 3 setbacks.
Sure.
Going crazy.
I'm about to go crazy too.
Okay. 5 success, 1 threat.
Okay. You look around.
Mm-hmm.
You think you see what looks like an alleyway
Okay.
that works.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if you so it looks like it's large enough and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of secluded enough that you could do like a rumble, maybe fine.
Mm-hmm.
But having not really walked into it, you don't know if it's like a dead end or if it goes all the way through.
Okay. Just gonna have to take our chances.
Where, Captain?
Be prepared for anything.
Where?
Follow my lead.
Okay.
I walk towards that alleyway.
I see it.
Okay. Corn follows you.
Okay.
That's right.
Kirk, you follow.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys go in. It looks like it's an alleyway that there's like trash that's put out there. This is like in between like a restaurant
Okay.
and like something else, like something.
Is it one of those Rogue One Cassian Andor alleyways? You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Which then now means it's a dead end. Because he goes in there and he
It's a
can't.
dead end.
That's right.
So yeah, yep.
The difference is all 3 of us can climb. That one guy could not.
He died. Yeah, he's straight up dead. Okay, so it's literally that alleyway.
Great. All right. What's going on with the guy that's tailing us?
No, well, you guys immediately just kind of walk in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody's appeared behind you as if they followed you yet
All right.
into the alleyway.
Okay. So we're just in like a dead end alleyway at this point.
You're like at the part where it's like you're walking to get back to where like that further open area was where you had that conversation with the guy.
Okay.
So it's just like the hallway leading to like a big square spot.
Okay. So
Oh no, a dead end.
what I want to do is, so it's like
The way the alleyway is it's like there's sort of like a hallway and then it goes into like a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in theory we could like flank
Yes.
the
yes.
sides.
Hug the walls. Wait for someone
Sure.
to approach.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So we're gonna do that.
Okay. I need both of you to roll your stealth for me, please.
Got it.
Stealth. Agility. Shit.
The one stat.
What are we rolling
I will
against?
never improve.
It's gonna be 4.
You'd be way out of character.
They know that you walked in here.
I'm gonna take 6 boosts.
Wow, all right.
I'm gonna take both of those setbacks.
Sure.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. All right, I got 4 successes, 2 advantages in stealth.
Okay.
Okay. So stealth.
You're just hiding behind your. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I gotta roll for corn.
I mean, you don't have to. You can just
You could just
be
succeed.
led by the captain.
1 advantage.
Okay.
Looks like the lovebirds
You're gonna
a
do
little
a good
distracted.
job
What?
jumping.
Oh yes, exactly.
Okay.
You'll be like, they're over here by this huge rug. And you'll be like, I'm not a rug.
Okay, so the corn got 3 success, but 3 threats.
Oh,
And you got
1 advantage.
1 advantage. Okay. So a technical failure.
With our powers combined,
And it- yeah.
we did very poorly.
Okay. So. Okay. So you kind of are like dictating. So like Herg just kind of
Right.
becomes one with the shadows.
Right.
Corin kind of like goes and he's like starting to like. He just
Try to hide
instantly
against the wall.
dives into like this like pile of trash and starts to like put it on top of him.
Right.
So like he's like kind of like
Hidden.
sticking out, like he's not fully
Right.
in.
Poor dummy. Poor dummy.
So, and you're there, right? And you're kind of like dictating it, and you like start to turn, and you see that there are 2 individuals that are coming down this alleyway.
Okay.
And you quickly duck to the side.
Okay.
So you know that they saw you,
Right.
and that you went off to one side. Do
Right.
you want to pick the side that's where Herg is hiding,
Okay.
or the side that Corin's hiding on?
I'm gonna go to the side
That Herg is hiding.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the side that Herg is hiding.
All right. So you hear.
Right. But as they approach,
I'm gonna take the Aaron Val approach
Sure.
to this myself, and
because they saw me,
Mm-hmm.
so the reason I chose the side that Herg is on is because in theory, if I direct their attention that way, they're not gonna see him because he's hidden so well. You know what I mean? So I'm basically just gonna step in. I'm gonna intercept them.
Or you're drawing the. Okay.
Yeah, so here's what it looks like. We're in this thing. Herg is over here, let's say. Corin's over here, let's say. I stepped to this side as I was trying to hide, and then I just step out to intercept them.
Sure. I got what you're saying. Okay.
But I'm coming from the Herg side.
Yeah.
I'm hiding in a box that an astromech droid came in.
Astromech peed in?
No, it was
Was
packaged
delivered in.
Oh, I was like, I guess. It could
Okay.
leak
Somebody
oil.
peed in here.
Yeah. All right. Oh, hey.
Dear, it seems that I must have made a wrong turn. This seems to be a dead end.
Good for you that we came along. If you want to come with us, please.
I
Do you
don't think
smell trash? And they start to look over in that direction.
I don't think
One of
I
them
will. And I want to shoot the guy with my wrist laser that is starting to look in Corin's direction.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Great.
Let's fuck some people up.
What is the difficulty?
2.
Great. I don't have any dice.
Oh, you don't? No.
No, I got none. Oh, dang.
1 triumph and 3 advantages.
You shoot him,
Super.
and he and like flies back and like literally was not expecting it. There was like a trash receptacle that was like open, and like his body like goes into the trash receptacle, and like the slatch comes down. So he's like fucking Metal Gear Solid body hidden mode. Herg, you've just seen Kalara shoot this person. What do you do?
Is there another person?
There's one more.
Yep.
How's that person reacting?
He literally just saw his buddy get blasted into a trash can, so he's still kind of
drawing a
reacting.
weapon?
His back is towards
His
you.
back is to you.
His back is
to
towards
me.
you.
Is
You
he
can't
drawing
tell
a-
if he has a weapon yet.
Oh, I can't? Okay. Then I
Bear hug him.
I just stand up out of the box like this. It just breaks his neck. Yeah. Just that quietly. I'm in a box, just like. Oh.
I love that's like an astromech box, which is like this tall, and like a 9 foot tall cat creature comes out of it.
But he's a cat. He can fit in
yeah,
small
no, I get
spaces.
it. Cats are liquid. They're not.
After how much crap they put us through, you have no idea just how good this feels.
Go ahead and roll. These may or may not be the same people that shocked you. You don't know.
It's true.
Go ahead and roll your brawl for me, please.
Brawl. Oh, yes. That is where I am a Viking. Brawl. What am I rolling against?
3.
I want this to be good. I'll take 1 ability,
Yes.
just for that little sugar spice, and 5 boosts.
Sure.
And let's see what I get. Let's see what I get.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. 3 successes, 9 advantages, and as I snap his neck, I would like to say, "Yeah, not," and then kill him.
Okay. These
Lot.
big meaty hands go around it. It snaps, and you get the feeling that so you snap his neck, and then like you do it so quickly and so quietly that he isn't able to relay any sort of kind of information through his microphone. And with that, we end our second round. Tier 1. It must.
Oh, wait.
Wait. Hold.
Wait for it.
Brothers, hold. Oh! It was a sub.
What am I looking at?
Oh, we're up.
Tier 1 dark. I saw this thing go back and forth multiple times.
Yes.
So at this point, we've upgraded to a 6-sided dice.
Oh, dang.
Die is the singular.
Die.
You're
Like
like
that guy from Yemlaw.
you're like Cake Boy in Wet Hot American Summer.
This is Tier 1 dark side is Kilara.
All right.
3. You
All right.
permanently increase your health threshold by 3.
Nice.
As
That
we
is
enter
Pretty good.
What do you got now?
our
16.
third
I'm at 28.
I know.
So
and final round,
I don't need that. I didn't need that.
this one is called Stamina Upgrade. Same exact concept,
But strain.
but strain. Sorry, but strain.
Oh.
Tier 1 this time is Aaron.
I'm at a 10.
Tier
It's got
2
plenty of stamina, thank you.
is Herg. Tier 3 light side is both. Tier 1 dark side is Io. Tier 2 dark side is Kilara. Tier 3 dark side is both. So with that, we're going to start our, I'm going to reset the clock. Our third and final round. This can end at any single point. So please, if you want to get in there, at this point, just, go in, go hard, go strong. And reminder that subs are worth $50 for points, either way. Second thing, this tier can end at any point. I can literally be like, and you snap his neck. Thank you for watching. I probably will. Okay. So, get in there fast. I'm gonna start the clock. All right, so you just literally get him.
Right. He stabs his neck.
You put him in the astromech box.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to like crumple him up a little bit.
I would like to search his body and see if there's
Obviously.
anything.
Too late. He's in the box. No. Go ahead and
I'll
roll
take
your.
him out here. I'll hold him up. Captain, search him. I'm holding
Okay.
him up by his armpits, and he's like, ooh,
Yeah.
like a
All
dead
right.
body, and I'm like, search him.
What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be 1 red, 3 purple.
Captain, I brought you a
Jeez.
present.
Thank you, Herg. Oh, I got no dice.
I did good.
There's no dice. You said it was 1 red, 3 purple?
1 red, 3 purple.
1 red, 3 purple. Okay. All right. Will of the Force, I guess.
Will of the Force. The Force of others be with you.
3 success, 1 threat.
You find you wouldn't know that this is typical, I guess. No, you guys find this enough. You find a Yemla like security
Okay.
access card.
All right.
To what it is, you don't know.
Super. I'll hang on to it just in case.
You also notice that there seems to be some sort of tracking device on this individual.
Oh, dang. Okay,
Can we nick that?
That's what they do.
Yemla,
Nip it in the bud?
security badge. And you said he has like a tracking device
It's active and it's on.
on him?
Yeah.
Okay, on his body.
Yes.
Okay.
As in the sense that there's a device on him. Yes.
Okay.
Captain, if this is on this person, what about the one you shot?
Well, considering he got swallowed by a trash compactor, I don't think it's entirely
That's what
operational.
happened? That's what happened, Captain?
Oh, I just had it straight up as
Just
like
a
a trash thing, but
receptacle.
it's trash compactor is even worse.
Yeah,
He's got shreddered, y'all.
That's what I envisioned.
Whoops!
Oh, God.
Oh, all right,
Died
bro.
without honor.
All right, Casey.
All right.
9.95.
Ba-na, da-na-na.
I wonder though if maybe I don't like the idea of Yemla tracking us,
Neither do I.
but if they're tracking their people, they might be more suspicious if they find that the tracker has been deactivated.
So we keep it active.
If we take it with us, then they might think that their guy made it to where he was following us.
That's true. But we did lose one then. Maybe that guy had a tracker as well.
Who's to say?
But at least we might have a little bit of time. Or we can put this tracker on a random person out there and then just they get tracked. That's an old trick.
Two very good options.
What's the play, Captain?
All right.
Corn
with
gets out
us?
of trash. Covered in trash. What's the plan?
I go and like just help like brush some of the trash off of him.
Sure.
Well, it seems that Yemla's tracking their guys. So we have two options. Either we keep the tracker with us, buy ourselves some time because Yemla thinks that their guy has made it to where they're supposed to go. Or we try and attach it to some random civilian. Throw him off the scent.
That's a very interesting idea. Well, why don't we take it with us away from here towards the artifact store and just along the way slip it into someone's pocket.
A combination of both.
So we're still moving, but then we just decide when we want to do it.
Which one of us has the best skill in doing that, Captain?
It depends on what the skill is that would require.
the skill of slipping.
Skullduggery.
My skullduggery is pretty good.
Okay.
I
Corn's
feel
like,
like
I don't know what your skill is.
I'll hold on to it.
I feel like this is where Aaron Val could really shine.
Are we close yet?
You guys were heading straight to. Nothing's been relayed to you guys. So you guys were heading almost. You're almost at the actual shop. Okay, so that's
Okay.
exactly where you're.
We'll deal with that when you cut back to us.
All right.
Okay, that's the plan. You hold on to that, Captain. Let's go.
Okay. So
Let's
you guys
proceed.
are starting to move in the direction.
Yes.
Of that way. We're gonna cut to Aaron Val, Io. At this point, you guys have been walking for a
Still
while.
walking, yeah.
Heading in. You're almost back towards where the kind of antique store was. It's like you see it kind of up in the distance, but it's some time walking there, like 5 minutes.
Wait, were you eavesdropping on me?
Were you saying something just now?
Yes. What's wrong?
We're looking for like a civilian, you know, like a droid maybe would be ideal or something.
Okay.
You know,
Sure.
some sort of ruffian.
I've never seen you so distracted. That's saying something.
Either that or should we look for somebody that's incredibly innocent looking?
I mean, you look good. You're very distracted. Very distracting.
That'd be more convincing if you were looking at me.
Fair.
Why are you distracted?
Oh yeah, I'll look.
Just not gonna lie, kind of just ready to shoot some of these people.
Oh, what's that difficult? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Did you ever hear what Odin was talking to me about when we first entered the suite?
Oh, if I was a one-night stand or not?
Yeah.
Am I?
What do you think? And?
Sorry. It's out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what's happening? Works for me.
I used to live together.
I know.
You're still here.
Promise to interrogate me later.
Interrogate.
Oh, it's a sexy, flirty thing.
Oh, that was a professional question.
What she doesn't know is I'm being weird because my hand's on the book and I keep playing with the book.
Okay. Do you want to pull it out or anything?
Nah.
Okay.
Sort of doing a weird one ring thing right now.
Yeah, that's what the impression I get.
Okay. Go ahead and
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
roll for me.
Knock on wood.
Do your
Oh, you're gonna make it a thing.
do
Oh,
your
shit.
discipline on this,
I shouldn't have said
or do your cool.
anything.
Do your cool actually. While that's happening, the difficulty is going to be. I'll make it 3. It's fine. You guys are looking around.
Yes.
You see a little orphan. It's an orphan kid. It's an orphan gang.
Okay.
Mandalorian orphans. They're all talking about how they're going to go to the playground.
Oh, great.
Super innocent.
And you like slip one in, like the tracking device in like one of their really grimy
Yeah.
Oliver Twist pockets.
Yes.
As they run off, an elderly man from across like the street just kind of looks at you really funny, seeing that what you have done. But the kids completely don't know, and they're like running to like, and then we'll go here, then we'll go here, then we'll go here, let's go everywhere. And they're all like, they're running off. We'll cut to that back in a second.
Okay.
1 success, 2 disadvantages.
Okay. All right.
Ha.
As of now, you're fine fiddling the pages, but you get this really, really, almost barely uncontrollable urge to start reading through it again right now. Like you feel like you not looking at right now is you're missing secrets. You're missing something that you aren't getting, but you're maintaining your cool at the moment.
Got it. Which means I'm probably not looking around for Yemla people as we just beeline for the place. Let's just get there. Let's just find Kilar and let's just get there.
Okay. The last time you were like this was on the Star Destroyer, and I know you were thinking about what you saw in the temple.
Let's just get there.
You can't end a conversation that way, Aaron. What's wrong?
And I'm telling you the truth, I don't know yet.
What?
But I'll tell you when I figure it out.
You say I'm vague?
I'm very cryptic and very charming.
You're not seeing the same thing you saw in the temple, are you?
No.
Aaron, the thing lies. Shady area of town.
Yeah. No, those are actually coming from, if you remember, Jansen has some sort of
That's right. He has beasts in the
things in his
Yes,
thing.
that's
Hey,
right.
come here. Come here. Why are you always trying to stop him from selling stuff? Come here. Come here. And so you're hearing this. You're like literally right at the antique store. The sign says close, and you're hearing barking happening from inside.
Aha.
Yes.
Like
he has pets.
he has
Clearly.
pets, but this is like they're going kind of nuts in there.
Is it those Han Solo dogs?
Are the lights off?
Sure.
Remember that Solo movie that they made? There were some dogs.
Why did you bring that back up?
There's
No,
some
they're not
dogs
those.
in
They're
it.
not those
Oh,
at
okay.
all. They're like just real. They're just like real dogs.
dogs.
They're
Oh,
like
okay.
Mandalorian war dogs.
You got dags?
Like big mastiffs.
Those things
Yeah.
in the solo movie were real dogs. They put dogs in costumes. It's
What do you
cool.
guys do?
It wasn't a solo movie.
It is now, apparently.
Are the lights off?
No, they're on.
All right, before we go in, this is Yamla we're talking about, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Stay in it.
I'm here.
Are you with me?
Yeah,
Stay alive.
but Faye's not with us. Where are they?
Perfect cut to. You guys are almost there.
All right.
You decide to like do the thing
Yes.
where you planted it in
Yes.
like this orphan group that's deciding to just tour all
Run
across
all around the city.
the city. But this old man just what were you doing with the? Stop messing with the children. Why are you? But they're orphans. What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
I like sweet old man.
I'm
I'm gonna call the authorities.
Wait. You're crazy, old man. Get out of here.
Go ahead and roll your coercion.
all the time.
It's gonna be 4 difficulty. He knows what he saw. Or did
For
he?
difficulty, coercion.
Unmarked van still in front of the,
Okay.
the building.
That was in front of the
Hector.
bar.
In front of the bar.
Yeah,
Got it. So
they-
it's not in
okay.
front of the
You don't
entrance.
see anything.
Okay.
I would
I'm sorry.
use 1 ability
Sure.
and 10 boosts.
Of course you
Christ.
are. Okay.
You know, Hector. That's how he plays.
yeah.
Put dice in front of me. I'm gonna roll it. Get out of here, old man. You're crazy.
Gonna remember that when I get Yimlod here in a minute.
Nice.
3 successes, 8 advantages.
It is late and I haven't
You're
had my
insane.
medicine. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he like
It's okay.
he's right.
Don't worry about it, Captain. I've got your back.
I appreciate it, Herg.
There's 2 things I hate. It's children and old people.
I
Oh,
knew
here we
about
are.
the
Let's
first
go
one.
inside.
The second one is news to me.
As you come around the corner, you see that farther up. Maybe this was a little bit closer down the street. So you guys are coming from different areas. You see Aaron
Great.
and Io standing in front of the antique store.
Okay, I run up to them. Io, Aaron. Sorry we're late. I think Yamla was tracking us.
You think Yamla was tracking you.
Got rid of it.
We handled it.
We handled it.
You handled it.
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything. They handled it pretty quickly.
Yes, Captain and I.
I'm sure you did plenty, corn.
You see that he's covered. He still is like covered in trash, or it smells really bad.
So wait, what did you do?
We killed 2 guys.
Oh, we are so screwed.
Huh?
We're so dicked.
Why? What happened?
They were trying to follow us here. We stopped them.
That's what they do. How
Can
many
we-
were there?
2.
There's more. Trust me.
Can we go inside before we get shot from a roof?
Sure. I'm gonna go try to open
Right
the door.
as he walks in, there was like 5 laser sights on there. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Ching. It says closed on it.
Right.
So we're breaking and entering.
So you go to
Yep.
you go to open the door. Mm-hmm. It's locked.
All right. I'm gonna knock. Yeah.
The dog's still barking.
Dog is still barking. Finally, the door, you hear like a click, like an unlock. Ding, shh, as it opens. And standing in front of you is a very kind of thin, tall, fully armored Mandalorian. I'm sorry, we're closed at the moment.
I'm sorry. I got a message from Jacek.
Go ahead and roll your charm.
We have an appointment.
Class and Jacek.
What's the difficulty?
Make it 3 again.
All right. For success to advantage. I received a message from Jacek. I was under the impression he wanted me to meet him here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is Grunkle told me to lock down the front. You are the people that I guess he's asked to come. That makes sense. Please come inside. And he like opens up the door.
Okay.
And as you enter it in, the dogs are still barking in the back. They're just like going nuts. And then finally they stop, and it looks like maybe they're calm for an unknown period of time. Maybe, who knows? You don't know. You never know. Maybe if anyone else comes to the door, they might go crazy.
Yeah.
They're good guard dogs.
Very good, very good. So Klassen comes out. He says, "Oh, they just get so annoyed when I order food and it comes to the back door and it knocks and it's just like I'm trying to run a business here and it's so distracting."
Jacek.
So he comes back. "Oh, good, you got the message. You've met my great nephew." And as the Mandalorian, kind of again like super tall, like,
Right.
kind of way taller and leaner
Right.
than most Mandalorians you see, takes like off his helmet, is holding it. Looks like Alexander Skarsgård, like circa 2008.
Oh.
Oh, that's prime. That's
like
prime
That's
Skarsgård.
Wow.
prime Skarsgård. But like super tall, like super
Right.
tall, super lean.
Short to me.
Hey, boy.
For a human, he's tall,
Yeah.
but still short to you.
More like, damn DeLorean.
Damn, DeLorean. Oh, I'm gonna use that shit. He's like, please,
That's a man, DeLorean.
come on in, come on in. I have some food, and he like kind of lays out some stuff on the table. Kind of like moves some things aside off the table. So I've gotten some exciting news, but I asked Cassis here to come and explain. Cassis, maybe it's best if you explain. He's been actually working with the Yemla.
Working with them.
Inside man?
Cassius kind of like steps forward, kind of clears his throat. They've been hiring a lot of people. Work is kind of scarce. Been asking for people to take them out into the deserts, to the wastes.
As a guide.
As a guide, as a driver, as security.
Well, you've got plenty to work with.
Thank you. Anyways, we been searching out there. Just gonna drive them around. It looks like they've been spending a lot of time just digging up, looking for things.
Has a man by the name of Tenor Brazenfoot come on this planet?
Go ahead and roll. No, I'm not gonna have you roll. It's not a name that I've heard that name before, but I don't know if anyone is out here. I've just been driving people around. That sounds familiar though. But anyways, Grunkle, if you would like to continue, and he kind of like goes and Klassen like takes like again he's moved a bunch of stuff onto the table.
Right.
For food, but then he like moves off like another bunch of stuff, and he like lays out like a map, and it looks like a strange kind of map of Mandalore. It's almost as if it was kind of rolled down to a parchment, and he's marked all of these locations on it. He's like, with Cassis's help, I've marked all these locations. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like we can like put this together, but they're looking for these things, and from what Cassis said, they're looking for something called the Temple of the Worthy, and I know that it sounds so familiar. I'm trying to figure it out. I need Aaron to roll for me, please.
Temple of the Worthy.
What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll your lore.
How do you spell the name of Cass?
Cassis is Cassus.
Cassis.
And he's the same last name, Jacek.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 3, but I'm gonna give you a natural green dice.
I'm gonna take that one boost I have.
Sure.
Now that we got rid of that old man.
He's gonna go to the authorities, and that could have actually really come back.
That's fair. 1 success, 1 disadvantage. It's a lot of blank dice. Shit.
Damn.
Okay. When the phrase Temple of the Worthy is said, it rings a very distinct bell in your mind. You remember seeing this phrase before. In the book that's in your pocket.
Temple of the Worthy, that doesn't sound familiar to me.
Should it?
I sort of put the book
Mandalorians really weren't so big on the whole temple kind of thing. They mistrusted the Jedi. They specifically developed combat techniques to fight the Force.
down. I've opened the page and I'm reading.
Okay, so you're flipping through it. Go ahead and it's in a language that you don't know, besides the fact it'd be like something, 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 and then it's like has it, and then like in almost like in brackets, Temple of the Worthy, and the rest of it is still in another language that you don't know.
Okay.
Is this the book that he found on Spira?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is the Spear book or the one I just got?
This is the Spirit book.
Okay, this is the Spear book. Okay, I was about to say, you freaked me out because I have
Sorry.
not opened the other
No,
one yet.
no.
So
Sorry,
I was like,
sorry.
oh shit.
I misunderstood because I forgot that yes, you would have also had that book as well.
I'm a learned man.
You got a lot of
I
books.
have multiple books.
This is the book from Spira,
Okay.
and it's in a language you don't know, but it kind of clearly says
Okay, cool.
that in basic that you
I
understand.
typically wouldn't have just like pulled that book out in front of everybody, but I think just got caught up and.
Sure. What's that?
Aaron,
Hmm?
what do you have in your hand?
Light reading?
I read. I'm not all looks.
I believe you, but it's a really inopportune moment to.
Show it off. Temple of the Worthy.
And as he points, everyone sees that it says Temple of the Worthy in basic. It's surrounded by a language that no one understands besides Kalar Fey, because it's written in Mandalorian.
Does anyone know what this absurd looking alphabet is?
Wait,
Like who writes like this?
The uncivilized.
we do.
Forget I said that.
It's very old. It's like a strange version of it. So you understand kind of the gist of what it's saying.
Okay.
There's my dogs again. Always just shut up. And it talks about the Temple of the Worthy is located near the Gemdari Galek
Gaelic.
groves.
What was the first word?
Gemdari.
Gemdari.
Gemdari
spell that?
Gaelic.
Gemdari.
Gaelic. Groves?
Groves. Like
Groves.
The Temple of the Worthy is located near the Gemdari Gaelic groves. Is there anything else?
That's all it kind of really says that you're picking up from what this kind of like Mandalorian.
This is
And the whole
old.
book isn't in Mandalorian. It's just like this kind of one section that isn't.
This is old. This one passage, it's definitely Mandalorian, but it's not the way that modern Mandalorians write. That's all I can make out.
Cassius kind of just shakes his head. The groves, everything was. So it could be anywhere. Everything was destroyed after the Mandalorian excision.
Yes.
Yemla has a tendency to move into places that were otherwise occupied.
Class
Doesn't surprise me.
starts laughing. say that again.
I said the Temple of the Worthy is located near the Gemdari Gaelic groves.
He looks at Cassius, and Cassius kind of doesn't understand what he's laughing at. He's like, they're looking. He's talking to his great nephew. They're looking all in the desert on the equator, right? That's where they're digging. He goes, yeah, that's where they're looking. Could be anywhere. He's like, The groves are in the North Pole. They're digging in the wrong place.
Well, then, what are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? I can, and he starts to go to like a book, and he starts to like get maps and charts. He's like, I don't know. I can locate maybe. And he starts to like kind of grabbing. Give me a moment. He's super excited, and he starts to like grab a bunch of materials, and he starts to kind of like mad scientist-y, start shuffling things and like flipping through books. So he's just Cassius there. Just let him. He gets this when he gets excited. I actually haven't seen the last time when he's excited like this. Just give him a moment. Give him a moment. Please, to the food. And he like kind of goes to help his grunkle with his work.
I lean over to the captain and I say about the food. Bad dates.
They don't look so bad to me.
Well, they taste bad.
Kilara.
Where did you get this?
Snooch.
Oh, Captain, he snooched it from me.
Spira.
Spira.
Fun beach town.
Yeah,
We
I
burned
remember.
most of it down. I electrocuted a man. Lyra got kidnapped by robots. A lot happened.
I recall.
Okay.
What was this doing there?
Waiting to be found?
Well, in any case, at least we have a little bit of good news. That Yemla's looking in the wrong place.
So we have an advantage.
Oh, is
Exactly.
Cassis? Oh yeah, he's
He's
already
helping
okay.
his
Just want to make sure
granduncle.
that he's.
Yeah.
We can be ahead in the race.
Yes.
We should go then, right?
Right. I think that Klassen is working on a very direct route for us to get to where we need to go.
So Klassen comes back. There's like a strange kind of like twinkle in his eye, like a little slight like madness. He's like, he's still laughing. He's like, no, I can't. This is the strangest thing. So I think I know where it's at. This strange man came in not that long ago. He just kept rambling about how he was trapped in some temple and he had made his way out. He kept saying that he was on Yavin, and I don't understand. I thought he was like dehydrated, but he sold me a bunch of things that he had found, and he went on his way with his droid friend, and
Things?
some objects he found from the. I assumed he was just exploring and found some stuff, and he seemed delirious, crazy. He kept thinking he was on. He kept saying Yavin and his gang. I didn't understand. He kept mentioning scavengers. I assumed he was out in the desert, and I think I know where this is at.
Did he go there?
He said he came from there. That was the strange thing. That's why I thought he was crazy. I mean, the things that he said he brought in are old artifacts for sure. That's the book that you bought. But that was one of the things that he brought in. But no, he was delirious. He was mad. He just kept rambling
And
about.
where is this man now?
He sold his goods. He got his credits. I'm assuming he left the planet. His name was Fidel something or other.
Yeah, Fiddler Worth.
Fiddler Worth.
Fiddler.
But he told me where this is at. It makes sense.
Who would have ever thought that Fiddler Worth would turn out to be one of our greatest assets?
It's a small galaxy, it turns out. It's a small galaxy. We run into the same people over and over again. We really do.
I've just met you. I don't.
We'll probably meet again.
I would hope. Yes. You seem very cat man.
Anyway, what sort of information did Fiddler give you on exactly how to get there?
Yeah, I mean, he told me the general area. I asked him for some details. He doesn't know the planet, so it was mostly just descriptive. Again, he kept referring to thinking that he was on Yavin. He kept asking what happened.
You know where it is, correct?
I know the area that I think it's
Great.
one of the few areas. It makes sense now. I thought he was crazy.
Captain,
But there's the few areas that still have jungle are at the poles. and-
Wait, you said his droid friend?
Yeah, he had a droid friend, very quiet, strange, old.
What kind of droid?
I couldn't say. It just looked very old.
Above game, was it the Indiana Jones droid?
Yes,
that we
it was the
unlocked?
Indiana Jones droid that was
Yeah.
unlocked.
Amazing.
Wait, you said the last jungles are in the North Pole?
Well, yes, when it's a history lesson, but when Mandalore was turned into a wasteland by the Republic, they bombarded everything and destroyed it all. The few areas that were safe were the poles. The few areas where the natural habitat. It's a sore subject because it's part of the reason why we hate the Republic so much.
How long will it take to get up there?
I mean, Cassis has a speeder. He can take you all there as soon as you're ready to go.
Should we take the Chandrila, Captain?
No. We'll be too conspicuous.
Okay.
We want to draw as little attention as possible and also get there as quickly as we can.
Then that's where we find him. That's where we find him.
Excellent.
We're ready.
Clara? Are you asking me to go? Are you asking me to go into one of these things again?
I am. Because you're strong enough to beat this. And I don't think that any of us can do this with any part of the team missing. We've gotten through these things together before. What's one more?
Are you really asking me?
I am. I'm not telling you that you have to go. But remember, it was the thing we found in there that saved you.
No, it wasn't, Clara. It was you.
Well, if I have to save you again, I will. But I definitely know that if you don't come along, then I don't know that I can trust any of these other people to save me.
Right here, Captain.
Corn's like, that's fair. At this, you've been talking about it. Klassen's like almost like leaning into the. I'm sorry. You've said you've been to one of these before?
Oh, yes.
More than one.
That's right.
I just turn away from him. Get on my comms.
Sure.
Odin.
Hey,
Hi.
downstairs, coming back up.
No, thank you for everything. Thank you for the drinks. Thank you for being you. I want to say thank you for all of the things. I mean everything. Take Notara to Naboo. Tell her that I specifically requested it. I'm the reason you two are together. She owes me one too.
I would like to think so, yes.
Tell her that's what I'm asking her. That's the favor I'm pulling.
Okay.
Tell her to go to Naboo. Get out of Coruscant. You have my old clothes, yes?
Yes.
There's my DNA sample.
Okay.
And tell her to get to work.
Okay. I'm just a call away.
Odin. I don't know what to do without you.
Be horribly underdressed, I think. I'm lying. You always look good and everything. That was just me trying to be. It's that I've had too much champagne. Io, take care of yourself. Remember, there are people that care about you. And all you have to do is come hang out with us on Naboo.
Promise.
And you know, if you want to send me a forwarding address for your friend and some clothes for him,
He's not my friend.
special friend. If, you know, it's not a one night. If it's a one night stand, you'll have a
Yeah.
pair of clothes to sell.
He needs a new shirt.
Okay.
And you're the best.
I know. Sorry.
I'll see you on Naboo.
Naboo. So, Klassen's like, okay, let's organize whatever you need, but this is so exciting. I feel like if I was a younger man, I'd be coming with you, but I feel like this journey is beyond me. But I will do what I can here to make sure that no one else knows about this.
Thank you. That'll be more than enough. All right. All we know is that we can expect the unexpected. We've dealt with these things before. We can do it again. One more time.
First time for me. This is Cass's talking.
Yeah.
I really don't. I guess we'll get to know each other more on the flight out there. But
You're
How
gonna
long
do
is it
great.
gonna take?
it should take a couple hours.
All right.
A couple hours, huh?
I'll get everything ready if you need me to meet you anywhere. I can do that, or just if you want to say if you're ready to leave, I'll be here. He kind of like walks and starts talking. He's talking to his great uncle a little bit more in the back. But as for you guys there, is there anything in particular that you guys are trying to do?
Remember, we go in, we find this thing. You know that it will let us know what it is. We get it, and we destroy it.
And let's find him and get it over with.
Also, can I add, let's not split up? Can I add that to the mission parameters?
I don't know that this place will give us much of a
Why do
choice.
we always split up, guys?
Don't split up.
Literally every day we split up.
Every time we've gone into one of these temples, we have tried to stay together.
Well, let's try ropes this time.
We did that
We tried once.
Really?
We lost some very good climbing gear over it.
Oh, that's right.
Back in. Going back in. Going back in.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Going back in.
Let's do this.
Before we're noticed.
You guys collect whatever gear you need. Even if that requires maybe a trip back
To the ship.
to the ship.
All right.
And after kind of relaying everything, do you want Korn to come with you, or stay in the city?
Captain?
Corin. I love you.
All right.
Which is why I cannot ask you to come with us.
It looks like
Something about the four of us. We've dealt with these places before. I try not to be superstitious, but everyone else we've ever brought with us has ended up dead or lost.
Yeah.
And besides, the Chandrillan Red is definitely in need of some repairs. And you weren't so bad at fixing ships once upon a time.
Go ahead and roll your leadership.
Okay.
It's going to be 2 red,
Okay.
3 purple.
All right. Fortunate. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot I upgraded my leadership. And I get a natural
That's
boost.
your leadership?
Yeah. My leadership's very intense.
3 setbacks.
Yeah. What was it? It was 2 red, 1 red.
No, three red.
2 red.
2 red.
I'm actually going to, yeah,
Two
it's
red,
2
three
red,
purple.
3 purple.
Are we back at the
3
red?
purple.
Are we
can
back
be,
at the
yeah.
Chandrillan?
Sheesh. All right, I'm taking everything.
Those 3 boosts.
The 3
setback.
The 3 setbacks.
Gone.
Okay. 5 success.
Okay.
4 advantage. And the theme of the night. 1 triumph.
It's a triumph.
Guess he won't
He's staying on the ship.
forward and
He's
come.
gonna stay on the ship. That's right. That's leadership.
Cool, great.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wants to do at the Chandrillan Red?
I'm gonna tag Lyra real quick.
Sure. Hey.
So, rain check on deep conversation.
Yeah, I figured.
If they come for the ship, don't be afraid
Scuttle
to
it.
I was going to say, remind the Mandalorians that we just gave them a bunch of stuff for free. And just kill everyone that comes near it.
Sure. You got it.
We're on the same page.
Like you said, scuttle the ship.
Scuttle the ship.
Yeah.
I'll see you after I definitely come back alive from a temple.
Wait. Yeah, okay, cool. We're still joking. All right, good. Okay.
Absolutely.
And as you kind of leave, she stops and turns around. Hey, Aaron, real quick. You're good, right? This isn't one of your... I'm looking for danger scenarios.
I'm always good.
Yeah. You're always good, man. That's why you were captain.
Very majestic.
Lyra finds Io,
We're all on the ship?
presumably.
Okay, I'm pacing
Sure.
nervously. Even though what you said was amazing, I still have apprehensions.
Sure.
What? Oh, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
No, I get it. I get it.
I'm a little
She
Irish.
doesn't. She's like not looking at you again like that. I just look. This, whatever this is, it's fine. We get it. It's all right. I know what I'm gonna say. You already know it, and you're gonna do it. But if he's really gonna go out and do this thing, look after him. You know how he can get sometimes. For somebody who thinks they are a denizen of the galaxy, or tries to be, he really wants to go out like a hero. Which is, I get it, but she finally looks at you. Don't let him do it.
What has he told you?
Aaron doesn't tell us much. But you understand him, and I understand him. So just, I don't know, whatever. Watch out for him, I guess.
Hey,
Oh.
I promise.
Cool. She just kind of walks somberly away. Okay. And as you
All
guys
right.
kind of collect all your gear, Cassis, you guys meet him at like Espades and bring the ship back to you. You guys get aboard and are heading towards the temple.
Let's go see him.
And with that, we'll end today.
Yay.
Thank you so much, everybody. Oh,
I know, last minute.
We ended tier 3 light side. That went back and forth a couple times.
Yeah.
It did. I'm gonna count it. It went back and forth a couple times. So we ended tier 3 light side.
Yeah.
My boys, I'm gonna roll a d6. I'm gonna say, because it went back, I think it was twice. I'm gonna cap it at 5.
Okay.
So it's basically a 1d5.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 6, so it's gonna be 5. You're gonna get 5 permanent to your strain.
To the threshold
To your threshold
of strain.
of strain. And it's from the loving embrace of your deepest light side fans.
So
Thanks, chat.
Just to catch everybody up, my condition includes my wounds that I have a threshold of 28.
Sure.
And my strain that I have a threshold of 15.
Damn. All right. Okay.
Dang.
Get into it. With that, everybody, thank you so much.
Yay!
Real quick, I see three little dice abilities. I think this is what pushed you guys into it. I'm gonna have Aaron do another roll for me, please. Okay. This is gonna be your lore.
Cool.
What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it 5 purple dice.
And I'll take my 3 things.
Sure.
It's 3, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Go, go, go. No result.
Ah. It happens.
It happens. It happens. I was excited. It happens. But thank you anyways, everybody, so much for helping, watching, and supporting. Go use that hashtag Pencils and Parsecs on the Twitter sphere. Jump in that Reddit.
Yeah.
What are they gonna find? What the hell is a temple?
Who knows?
Well, I think more importantly, how the hell did Fiddler Worth enter a temple on
I have
Yavin
theories.
and walk out on Mandalore?
Is he the worthy?
Oh,
Fiddler
worthy.
Did he pick up Mjolnir?
But honestly, seriously, jump in that Reddit. Let us know what you think. Couldn't do it without you. Everybody, real quick, just tell everybody where they can find you on the inner spheres, the nets, space, book.
I'm Joe Starr. You can find me at joestarclub.club, and that's where you can buy things like my stand-up album or a thing about wrestling that I wrote. That's all.
Nice.
I'm Kim Cannon. I spell my name with a Y. You can find me on all my socials at Kim Cannon. And I dropped another Jedi Master name tonight.
Nice.
And she's a yellow belt.
I think I wrote it down.
Did you?
I think I did.
So-
He doesn't know.
I usually write like IO asks about this person, and then I'm like, I'll see how that pans out later. You can find me on the internet. I'm Hector. You can find me on the internet at Hector is Funny, and check out the newest episode of the 500 Greatest Films podcast, where my buddy John Roca came on to talk about a real piece of shit movie called what?
No, I was gonna say he was guest of the show.
Exactly.
Roca's been on the show
Yeah,
before.
Roca's been on the show. John Steven Roca. We talked about a real shitty movie called Santa Sangre, and on Monday, dropping a new episode with our buddy Matt Acevedo, where we talk about Pirates of the Caribbean 2: Dead Man's Chest.
Oh boy.
Real fun.
How did that make this
I
list?
know, dude.
Because
I
I'm not gonna lie. I listen to every single one of these, and I'm like, yes, it deserves to be here.
Yeah.
And then there's times I'm like,
This-
what the?
These
fuck?
last 4 or 5 weeks have been real rough.
Rough,
We've been
dude.
we've been losing viewers. I'm like, yeah, this was a bad idea. This is a bad idea for a podcast, real bad. But we got that coming up. We've got Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee coming up. So it's gonna be. But Pirates 2 is real fun.
Pirates 2.
Because Matt loves that movie.
He really loves that.
That
Unabashedly,
surprises
like,
me
super.
not at all.
Matt, stay
Yeah.
strong.
Not at
It's the best of the series.
Oh, God. I'm Emma Fife. You can find me all over the internet at my name, Emma Fife. And I do lots of stuff, but I also post about all the stuff I'm doing, so just follow me.
With that, everybody, thank you so much.
Try that again.
What?
With that, everyone,
Cast 'em,
thank
pass 'em.
you so much for watching. And tune in next time. what's gonna happen? It's gonna be pretty intense, or not. Maybe lame. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, always remember, may the force
be with
be with you.